All right, we
Saturn.
are. Yeah, we're recording. Actually,
Yeah,
Saturn,
I'm
you in
here.
here? Okay, cool. Don't forget to log into Roll20 and D&D Beyond and all that jazz. And all that jazz.
Ooh, I like the
Okay.
picture. I forgot that you changed that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, welcome everyone who's watching this on YouTube. Not a lot of people watch this on YouTube, but
Ah,
if you do
YouTube.
watch it on YouTube, then hi. This is um, session number 16, I believe, or maybe
Has it really
17.
only been 16?
Yeah,
God, I can't believe that.
yeah. And the title of tonight's session is "The Spire of Iriolarthas." The title of tonight's session. So previously on the Meddlers in Icewind Dale, our heroes were surprised when Xena had her body snatched by a high wizard, high necromancer Cadavix of the ancient wizard society of Ythrin as they were exploring the Tower of Necromancy. Uh, After a bit of a struggle involving Xena's shadows, our heroes were able to basically get to the bottom of the fact that the wizard was not actually trying to harm Xena. He was rather trying to put himself back into his own body, and he needed Xena's body to help him do so by resurrecting himself with a raise dead spell and a 500 gold diamond that he had somewhere in his tower, and he needed the party's help with finding it. After listening to his story, the meddlers learned that he was simply looking for his long lost lover, the enchantress Evira, who was also a member of this high ancient society of wizards. And so he agreed, and the party agreed to sort of join forces to help him find this woman, and in exchange, he would sort of accompany them, talk to them, tell them about the city, help out wherever he could. Eventually, they made their way to the Tower of Illusion as well, where Glare managed to figure out the secret to finding the clue in the illusory tower. And they eventually made their way to the Tower of Enchantment, where the Tower of Evocation first. They made their way through the Tower of Evocation, fought a bunch of ochre jellies, and made their way to the final room where they also found another portion of the Rite of the Arcane Octad to get into the main spire. After that, they made their way to the Tower of Enchantment and found the long lost lover of High Necromancer Cadavix. However, there was something off about her. She had a smell of sulfur about her, and just in general, something was strange. Upon going to the upstairs area of the tower, they found out that there was this large contraption in a large metal box, and the door of it was partially cracked. It was at this point that Jeff started realizing that something was very, very wrong with this person, and pointed his sword at her. At which point, the creature cast a charm spell on all of his allies, and they all sort of turned against him. Jeff, having to think quickly, just decided to do the one thing he knows best and just blast his way out of the situation and hope something happens. And as he was firing the blast, or right before he fired the blast, he noticed that there was something up with the bookshelf on the far end of the room, as if it was hiding something. So he beckoned his allies to look behind that bookshelf and see what really happened. It was at this point that Relbin pushed the bookcase aside, opened the door, only to find that High Enchantress Evira was long dead, or, well, not dead, but in a state where her memories had been completely harvested and basically a husk or a shell of her former self. Seeing that, High Necromancer Cadavix turned on the imposter, and after a struggle, our heroes managed to overcome the creature, not without taking a substantial amount of damage, Glare suffering some minor memory loss as well. After that, the party took the emaciated enchantress and the high necromancer back to the magnificent mansion in the Tower of Conjuration, where they decided to rest for the evening. And that's where we pick up tonight. That's a lot, I know, but
Yeah.
here we go. So, you all find yourselves back at the magnificent mansion. And to remind you, in this magnificent mansion, there is a head butler named Eugene, and also about 100 other not illusory, but magically created maids and servants that are here to basically get you anything that you need. Also in this mansion, there's a fully stocked kitchen. Each of you have your own magnificent rooms with, brilliant decor, very comfortable beds. And yeah, you can basically get whatever food you want. You can rest wherever you want. You have access to a wide variety of things. And it's just going to be a night of rest. So you're all here. You have a whole menagerie of creatures and people with you. Among the normal party, you have Mina Morrow, who's Xena's sister. She's staying with you and staying in the same room as Xena. You have a penguin named Kingsport, who is a 5-foot-tall albino penguin. You have a new fox pet named Chroma. It's an Arctic fox, but its fur can change color to match the outside. You have a prisoner who's tied up and bound at the moment. And you also have the High Necromancer and his beloved Evira, who is not in great shape, whom he has taken into a separate room to watch carefully. So, you have the whole night. What do you all do to start?
Glare will claim one of the rooms and start getting set up and say, "Hey, bring me food. I'm not coming out of here for a while."
Very well, sir. Right away. What would you like?
I don't know. Something with a lot of iron in it. I'm gonna get some work done tonight.
Fish it is, sir. He sort of goes off. Get you fish. What are the rest of you doing while Glare's in his workshop hammering away? Clang, clang! You're like welding and like all kinds of noises.
It takes me an hour to get it set up first, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to be like, well, no telling when the next time we're going to have this much luxury and time to hang out is going to be. I'm going to drink. And I'm going to sit down at the bar, wherever it is close, and I'm going to call the guy over and just be like, bring me 2 right now. Or I'm just going to sit there and smoke, and I'm just going to drink all night.
What type of drinks would you like, sir? We've got hard liquor whiskeys, we've got bourbons, we've got wine. Elverquist wine is also available from the Isle of the Misty Forest.
Give me your best whiskey on the rocks.
Coming right up, sir. Yeah. So he goes to get...
I like this place already.
I was going to learn this spell.
He goes off and yeah, he gets you like a very nice glass, crystalline
I totally
glass.
forgot about the book. I need to talk to Mina about that eventually too.
Yes, exactly.
I totally forgot about that.
So yeah, he comes back to you, Jeff, with this very nice like whiskey glass. It's like got a little bit of a curved spiral like that goes up with it, and there's a sort of spherical ball of ice in there. It's filled about halfway up with a nice golden whiskey. Very smooth.
Oh,
yeah.
You just made my night, sir.
Okay. All right. So Justin,
I'm just gonna kick back and just sip on it and whip my pipe out.
Excellent. Relb and Xena, what are the 2 of you up to?
I'm going to take a hot bath.
Okay. Yeah, you go to take a hot bath, Xena, and as you do so, you realize that as it's steaming in there, you sort of gasp a bit as you notice that your body has changed a little more. than before, and you begin to get sick to your stomach. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, as you're
Okay.
just sort of getting into the bath and you see yourself. Oh yeah, you throw up again, just sort of off the side of this giant-sized tub, as this room has been magically created to fit your normal size. So you're in this giant tub, and you throw up, and then immediately Mina will walk in, and she'll say, "Is everything all right?" "Oh no, not again." "What's wrong?" And then she'll look at you and she'll gasp as well. She's
Yeah, I'm fine, and I just sort of like try to close the door on her.
All right, well, let me at least take care of this, and she'll sort of right before you push her out, she'll clean up the mess off the ground so that there's no sign of any like puke or anything, and she's going to walk out as you like shove her out the door.
Okay.
But yeah.
So other than that, I try to close my eyes and I light candles and just like relax in the hot bath.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Relvin, would you like to do anything for the evening?
I think I'm just gonna chit chat with Chroma.
Okay.
Spend time hanging out with Chroma, feeding him food,
Yes.
just idle banter, relaxing.
Yes. Chroma likes anyone with food. And so it will sit there by your side and hop around the bed and everything like that. Okay. So as the night goes on,
During several parts of my rest here, Glare is going to actually knock on Xena's door a couple times.
okay.
I'm like, I'm in the bathroom. I yell out.
Okay, well, just come find me when you're done.
Okay. After a long time, I eventually go there.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Could you just kneel down for a sec?
Okay, I do.
Glare starts like taking a tape measure and like measuring your forehead.
Yes.
Then he like runs a tape measure up down your legs. Like, okay, good. Okay, good. That should be all I need. Thanks.
Yes. What are you doing?
I needed measurements for some stuff I'm making.
Okay.
You'll like it, I promise.
I'm excited to see it. And I go back to my room.
When you arrive back at your room, Mina is sort of sitting there, and she's reading a book when you walk in, and as you enter, she's sort of sitting up like cross-legged Indian style on top of this giant-sized bed. So she's like sitting on top of it, and she's like got her book up open in her lap. And when you arrive, she just sort of looks at you and she says, "Is it all right if we have a moment to talk?"
No, I don't want to talk.
Very well. Suit yourself.
Okay, fine. What do you want to talk about?
Do you really think I can do this?
You mean find Narenvain?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to talk to me about something else. I'm sorry. And I sit down next to her
Mm-hmm.
and I say, I mean, I would support you if it's what you want to do, but it does scare me that these really strong wizards, experimented with all of these things. And, well, I've never been the type of person to be a magic wielder, so magic has always kind of freaked me out, to be honest. Especially after what happened with Narenvain and that dragon. I don't know what the right answer is, but I'll support you in whatever you decide.
She
It
just
was
sort
my
of...
brother too, even if we didn't always see eye to eye.
She'll say, he was always really kind to me, you know? I just
Well,
feel like I owe him one for everything.
he made his choices though, and
But what if he was not in his right mind? What if he had never met that dragon? What if there was another option? We don't know.
that's true.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to bother you with this. It's just, I suppose I'll make the decision. As long as I have your support, I'll be all right. But it'll depend on what we find in that tower, I suppose, and how I feel.
I am nervous about dealing with magic like this caliber because look at the city, look at these high level mages that we've come across, and they're nothing but dust and dead and whatever they are. I mean, what if you ended up like that? I'd never forgive myself. But at the same time, your questions are valid, and what I wouldn't give to see Naren Vane again, to save him.
And there's something else. Well,
Oh,
two other things. First of all, the more important matter. What are you gonna do about your friends? Are you going to tell them about,
well,
I certainly won't. I don't care. Well, I mean, I care about you, but I don't care what they think.
they are my friends after all. You know, they were there for me when you weren't.
I know. So you're going to, or not? Just asking.
don't know.
You don't have to make a decision. Just wondering.
I don't know. I'm really nervous, and I'm not really sure that I quite believe what's going on. I mean, are you really sure about what you found in your findings?
I am 100% positive.
This isn't just some sick and cruel twisted joke like you used to play on me when we were kids.
It would be funny, but no, sadly. Alright, well. One last thing keeps bothering me about this whole thing. And I managed to do a bit of scrying while you were showering. Or taking a bath, rather. I think your little goddess friend might be on the move.
Or what?
I think Auril the Frost Maiden knows we're here.
Oh god. I need to warn Jeff. All of them.
Right. But but why does she care? It's bothering me. Perhaps your cat friend might have some insight.
Well,
Or have a
you
clue.
mean why does she care about us ending her spell?
Well, she doesn't know necessarily that she shouldn't.
What exactly did you see? When
Well,
you said she's on the move, what did you see?
I saw her, not her specifically, but her armies marching.
On the 10 downs?
No, on the glacier itself. I'd put up some wards on the outside before we entered. And her creatures, frost wolves, those giant skeletal abominations, other things were beginning to encroach upon the Reged Glacier.
Maybe there's something here that we haven't found that she wants.
Maybe.
I mean, this place is full of wonder and magic and power and items and gold, and I mean, it's like the lost city of Atlantis.
I don't know what that is, but
I've read about it in some weird fairy tale book of another world. Anyway, I think anyway, I definitely think that she has to want something that here, and if she sees Jeff, or if she sees me rather, I'm nervous. She actually is who blessed me. That's why my eyes have changed. She's a very wicked witch.
Indeed. I think whatever spell she's been doing, it can't. Everything comes at a price, even for a lesser god, such as herself. To cast this sort of spell, to put an entire region under such conditions, would cause an immense amount of stress on the one doing it. God or not, this is a immensely powerful spell that she's created. And it has to have taken some sort of toll on her. But for her
Like
to...
I said, maybe that's why she's coming here. She wants something that this place can give her.
Perhaps. And she'll sort of close her book. Well, I'm going to go get some snacks while I can. Might be the last day I'm alive, so might as well...
I grab her arm before she gets up to leave. Do you know how long we have? In what you saw?
I don't have an exact timeline, but I would say we have 12 hours or less.
Okay. I'm going to let the others know.
Very well. I may be able to slow them down a little bit, but... Oh, I hate casting that spell. It always makes me tired. Alright, very well. I am getting snacks. What do you want? Actually, you probably eat a lot now, don't you? Oh dear.
Yes.
Alright, well... You're going to have to help me carry that. And
Okay.
she'll go out.
I'll meet you in the kitchen area or whatever.
Okay. She'll walk to the kitchen.
Well, after I tell them.
Okay. So how do you tell us? So Glaire's still in his workshop.
Okay, well, I go see Jeff first.
Okay. Jeff, you're in the kitchen area. There's like a bar
Oh,
there.
no.
Oh.
I thought he was, he was at the bar, right?
He's at the bar.
Yeah.
I'll say there's like actually, you know how like there's like that den type room that's like got those like
Oh, with the fireplace and the nice chairs and everything. Yes.
You're
I'm
in
chilling
that
in one of the
room.
chairs.
Yeah. You're in that room. Yeah. And there's a fireplace and everything.
I'm sitting there with my scotch, my pipe, looking into the fire, just sitting there quietly staring at it, thinking.
How are you?
You hear a voice booming.
What?
Just
What's
like-
that?
I just
No, I'm
look-
like 10 feet.
Then I just like look up behind me, like I literally like look up straight back because I can like see her head looming above me. I'm just kind of like, "Hello, Xena."
Enjoyed your drink?
I always enjoy my drink. Care to take a sip? Oh, well, care to come over here and actually stand by the fire?
Sure. So I have some good news and some bad news. Which would you like first?
Well, it's been nothing but bad news since we got here, so I guess we'll start with that.
So the bad news is that your former deity is on her way here with an entire army full of like undead skeletons and giants and various other abominations.
Oh, is that all?
Well, the good news is we have a little less than 12 hours to prepare.
Oh, I really meant like I'm not surprised by that. Before I gave up the ways with her and made my pact with Titania, I had plenty of visions that I mean I knew she would be coming eventually. To be quite honest, I'm surprised we got as far as we did without finding her or some of her minions to begin with.
Well, any insight that you could help us with would be really good. I'm a bit frightened, honestly, of her after what happened in the caves, or wherever we were.
I don't know for sure. I do know that there's no way for us to kill her specifically. But I think there is something that she keeps close to her that she uses to either cast this spell or to hold her power over this dominion. I don't really know exactly what it is or what we have to do specifically, but I feel like whatever that is, if we can defeat it or destroy it, that it will give us the time we need to get away from here and to complete our mission and what we came here to do.
This place has a library, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Why don't you read about things related to the lore to see if there's anything you can glean from what you remember whenever she was your deity? Things that might help us. I'll go let the others know.
Tell you what, if you'll get me another scotch, I'll do just that.
I glare at him.
I get up and I go to the bookshelves and start looking around.
I go up to the butler guy and I'm like, "Hey, that guy wants more to drink. Can you get that for him?"
I bet you bring it to me.
Of course, madam. Coming right up.
I just like walk away. Okay, then I knock on Glaire's door.
Glare.
Huh.
Oh, damn it! 1 sec.
He like has like spectacles on and like magnifying those things.
You
that
hear an
go around your head.
explosion.
He's like covered in grease and shit.
Okay, nope, that was supposed to happen. I'll be there in a sec.
I like walk in while I'm like trying to pick up my feet to be careful not to step on nuts and bolts and various pieces of metal scraps that are on the floor.
Yeah.
Glare quickly throws a blanket over top of something in the corner. Oh, Zeta, right, sorry. It's not ready yet. If it's almost ready. Actually, you know what? Try this on here. And he hands you like this large hoop-looking thing.
I go to try that on.
Yeah, it goes on your head. How's it fit?
I think it fits.
Okay, size is right. Okay, just need to work on the enchantment then. Can I have that back now?
Sure, I take it off. I say, well,
you'll also notice that Glare doesn't currently have his armor on. He's in like an apron and.
Oh. Well, sorry to bother you and your work, but
Oh no, it's. I mean, you know, I'm almost done anyways. It's like, you know, probably only another like 5 hours or so of work.
Yeah, I mean, just like the old days.
You have no idea how much I missed this.
Oh, I say, well, so my sister, you know, the one that you like so much, she was using her. She was scrying, and she happened to notice that, well, the Ice Maiden is on her way with an army and will be here in less than 12 hours. So, not really sure what you're building, but
why is she coming here?
I have no idea. Maybe she wants something that's in the city.
Well, why hasn't she come to get it before? Why is she suddenly coming here?
Maybe she didn't know how to get in until we did. I mean, didn't
it
someone
was literally
say?
her rhyme to get in here. How come she didn't come here before if she wanted something?
I'm not sure. Maybe we unlocked something that we shouldn't have, like Pandora's box.
No, there's got to be something else. Why is she suddenly coming here? It's almost like she knows that what we're trying to do here.
Maybe. I mean, honestly, I don't know why she wants to come here, but as you know, Mina's wanted to travel back in time. And I know that you're really against it. And to be honest, I'm kind of scared myself. But do you think that if we travel back in time, that if worse comes to worst, we could possibly escape whatever impending doom there could be from the Ice Maiden? I mean, it's like one doom or the other doom, time travel or the Ice Maiden. If we think we're failing, let's just jump in a time warp.
It's not quite that simple. Like, if we go back in time and we happen to, who knows, maybe we're supposed to go back in time. That's one of the theories. We'll end up back in time and it'll have been part of history that we went back in time. The other theory is that if we do so and our events change history, it could potentially cause all of the universe to collapse. There's just no way of knowing what will happen. It's a huge risk to take.
Well, what I'm saying is that if we rally around the obelisk, that when she comes, if we have to pull the oh shit button, what if the oh shit button is the time travel? If we're about to lose. I mean, I'm just saying.
I won't say that that's a terrible idea.
Because if we're going to die anyway, at least we should die trying.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. In the
Okay.
meantime, I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, I'm going to let Relbin know. I've already let Jeff know, and he's going to look through some lore books to see if he can figure out why she might be coming here, what her weaknesses might be, and he's getting very, very drunk. But other than that,
I'm not that drunk.
yeah, but you're not in there. You can't hear us.
Honestly, he kinda I feel like he kinda needs that. It'll get his mind set. He'll be fine by tomorrow. You know how he is.
Yes. So I'll let Relbin know, and I'll see you later.
Alright.
So I leave, and I go to Relbin's door.
Hello.
You see that
Hello.
Chroma is in there with Relbin, sort of like in a low stance, as if expecting like a treat or something.
I go to pet Chroma, and I say, so, wow, it's been quite the journey. Ever since we first met you, you were just a stranger. I mean, I guess you still kind of are, but I bet you didn't expect to be traveling this far and this long with us.
No, I did not. But definitely been interesting. Big change from my life in the Feywild.
Good change? Question mark?
We'll see how we'll see how things turn out in the end.
Okay, well, more unexpected news.
Oh?
Yes, my sister was scrying and she discovered that the Ice Maiden is on her way here with an army, and we have less than 12 hours to prepare.
That's not good.
I don't know why she's coming here. Claire said that he's thinking about it, and Jeff's looking through books to see if he can find any information.
Actually? What would I know about weather changing spells?
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Not barely.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
So, weather changing spells. You've seen one cast before. You've seen the control weather spell cast before. But something of this magnitude, like that control weather spell took a very high level, like a very powerful artifact to cast, and it only lasted like, a few hours. To do something at this level would make a wisdom insight check for me. I just want to see how well you do. Yeah, it's hard to say, but like you do the main thing you know is that doing it at the scale that she's doing, and the information that actually do it with advantage because you saw her fly up
Okay.
on a rock. Maybe one more since you specifically caught that sight. Okay, so you would guess that you think it's weird that she had to fly on a rock to do this spell. So to you, it's like, okay, if she's a god and she's going away to cast this spell, why is she doing it on the back of a rock? Is it it's like, why would she need to do that? Why wouldn't she just fly up there and cast the spell? And that's all I can tell you, unfortunately, with that rule.
I think I've got it.
Hmm.
I think I've got it.
Brain
Yeah.
I need to go find Cadavis now.
Okay, I haven't seen him, but I guess we can meet back up in the study,
Yeah,
like where the books are, where Jeff is.
Mhm.
I'll let Glare know.
okay.
I go back to Glare's room and knock, knock, knock.
Oh God, damn it. Yeah, what is it?
Sorry, but Relvin thinks that he might have an idea about why she would be coming here, and he is going to talk to Cadavis. But it might be a good idea, at least to, when you're done with whatever it is you're doing, come to the study just for a bit so that we could kind of make a game plan.
Well, I guess I'm almost finished this one. I'm gonna finish this up quickly. Be there in a sec.
Okay, I'll see you there, and I go over there to where Jeff was the last time I saw Jeff.
All right, so Jeff, what have you been doing since you left?
Well, since she got me another scotch, I've been looking through the books to see if I can't find any kind of literature or lore that might give me a little bit more inkling off of what I know. I know that it's some kind of source, but I don't know, exactly what it is. And then, I wouldn't know anything about the rock either because I don't think Rob had told us. Or
Okay.
did he say something about the rock?
I think he did. I don't remember though.
I believe I mentioned the rock to you guys, but didn't know anything specific other than that it was creating the aura. The aurora
Okay.
seemed.
Okay, so the only thing I would know about that is just that we saw a rock as we were leaving the island and everything. So
Yeah. So
what I
yeah, as you're just searching for any sort of info about this place, make an investigation check with advantage. Alright.
His specialty.
I got a +4 to investigation now.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
That's
so
not terrible.
you find a book in the library that's quite interesting. It details a portion of the history of Icewind Dale. Apparently, at some point in time, there was a very powerful demonic relic, and the book calls it Crinchinnabon. And this demonic relic came from the abyss at some point. And a giant war was fought in Icewind Dale that threatened to sort of destroy the entire region. And a band of heroes managed to rise up and stop this terrible relic from basically bringing doom to the entire area. They say that the relic had corrupted a wizard at some point, and the wizard had led this massive army of demons, orcs, goblins, giants, and other creatures with coercion and sheer magical power from the artifact. He managed to raise up towers made of crystal, and these towers had immense magical powers where they could destroy entire cities. But the heroes managed to defeat the wizard and destroy the crystal towers themselves. It never says what happened to the artifact, however, but there were several demon lords that were vying and searching for this artifact at the time. And you also learn that the creatures known as the Faerun originated in the Abyss, came from the Abyss as well, and that they wanted that the theory is that the magical spells that the city folk here were casting were having an adverse effect on the Underdark and the Abyss, and so that is why the theory is that the Faerun started attacking, because their magical source was being drained by the wizards on the surface.
So I slapped the book closed, and I think I'm whispering to myself, like, oh god, is that thing here? And with that info, I guess the rest of the group is starting to come back in and meeting there in the room. Yes.
Yep.
So is everybody coming back in at this point? Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
As Glare walks in, he throws a wad of fabric at you.
Jeff.
Oh, I catch it in one hand. I'm like, what is this?
Just try it on. I'm trying to see if I got this right. Tell me how it fits.
So it's like a cloak.
It's a cloak.
A cloak, and I clasp it and everything, and it's got like this. It's like this nice, like flowing blue.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, huh.
Oh, not bad. I found a broom in the closet, and apparently it's about the right size.
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say that. But thank you.
Some finishing touches on it, but give me that back. I need to finish enchafing it.
I clasp it and hand it to it. So anyway, Zine, I think I might have found something that might be really important, and I think I might know why the Frost Maiden is heading here.
Why?
I'll explain to them about like this book and how it talked about an ancient war and everything else, and about what happened. And then once I'm done explaining that, I'll say I think it's possible that the wizards at this city were using that relic to power their spells, and I think that Ariel might be after this relic to use in her casting.
Oh, great. Why didn't she come earlier? As I said, her rhyme is what opened this bloody barrier. She could have come at any time.
Maybe she doesn't have the ability to open the actual barrier to the center tower of her own accord. Maybe she needed somebody to find all these clues for her.
Still doesn't quite make sense.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out 100% tomorrow.
Have I gotten to Cadavius yet?
Yeah. So you go into the room with Cadavix. You see that he is, he's got his lover Evira, her emaciated self, sort of onto a bed, and she's sort of got a cover up to her, to the bottom of her neck, and he's just sort of sitting like lurched over, with his hands sort of clasped and crossed at the fingers, just sort of looking at her, looking over her as she is barely breathing. And as you enter the room, he does turn to look at you. What do you say?
I'm sorry to intrude, but this is of utmost importance and urgency.
Yeah, yes, how can I help you?
I want you to tell me everything you know about the orb at the center tower. I heard it can control weather. Just how powerful is that thing?
The orb at the center is called a Mythalar. And this one in particular, Mythalars are powerful orbs. This one is smaller than a normal-sized one, but it's still quite powerful. It gives anyone who attunes to it, as long as they're a wizard, or the power to cast spells above 9th level, basically, to put it plainly. Spells more powerful than normal, but the one at the center was primarily used to hold this flying city aloft in the sky. when, and it also has the power to control the weather, of course. It can do it at a massive scale, in fact. Easily, that is within its power. It also has other powers, depending on whoever chooses to wield it. Furthermore, so when the disaster that fell upon Ythryn happened, part of the reason the tragedy happened was because that spindle, that device, the relic that Iriolarthas and the other mages brought up into the city, while they were studying it, it let off this shockwave or blast. And I wasn't there to witness it myself, but from what we could tell from the aftermath, it set off some sort of large magical disruption, almost like an anti-magic field, but with almost a never-ending anti-magic field for a very long set of years. And in that time, it had shut down the Mythalar, which, even with its power, shut it down completely, which caused this entire city to drop like a rock from the sky and impact the ground. So, the Mythalar should still work.
Okay, question. Where did you get the Mythalar?
Our people built it based upon the magic and experience of the elves before us.
And what can you tell me about that spindle?
Not much is known about the spindle, other than the fact that Iriolarthas was studying at the time. It's rumored to have the ability to control time, or roll back time in some way or another. It obviously can cause immense amounts of damage and let out a shockwave that drains magic or causes some sort of anti-magic field. It is very, very, very immensely powerful, and we do not know much about it.
Where did it come from, anyways?
They found it buried deep beneath the sea, in some ruins made by ancient giants, their society 40,000 years old, that warred against the ancient dragons of the time. They call it the city of Ostoria.
Is there any other powerful relics in this city?
Those are the two biggest ones. Iriolarthas may have had some powerful items in his tower, but those I don't know much about.
What would happen, say, if the Frost Maiden, a lesser god, basically got control of the Mithrin?
I don't know what sort of need she would have for the device, but I'm not sure. What are her goals? I'm not even sure I know this god that you speak of.
Okay, I'll give him a general rundown of what's happened so far.
Okay.
Or
Okay. Yeah, he'll say, So you're saying she attempts to plunge this entire region into an icy cold darkness. That's the gist of it.
It might be more than just this region. I had a vision of it affecting the Feywild.
Right. Well, that's certainly troubling. But the Mythalar could certainly reverse any sort of weather control that she's afflicting upon the area. That much I know is true. Perhaps she's just angry that you dare attempt to stop her wrath. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we just don't know what her ultimate reasons are, unfortunately.
I'm not certain either, but I do know that gods and wizards don't typically get along. So, no idea. I don't particularly care for the divine myself.
Well, the reason the urgency is Oral's on her way here now. We have about 12 hours, fortunately.
Oh my.
Yes. We're meeting in the den to discuss our plans. It might be prudent for you to join us.
Sure, I'll come down. I don't think I want to leave her side for very long. But I will come.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah. He'll go with you to the others. Alright, so you guys watch as Relbin and High Necromancer Cadavix show up.
Okay, I'll give them the rundown of what Kadavix told me, and my theory that Oral might be wanting after the Mithrin or the Mithrin, most likely, to boost her magical power, control the weather.
Again, if she knew it was here the whole time, why wouldn't she have come for that? I don't think that's why.
I don't think it's the Mithrin. I think it's the Relic.
The
Hmm.
spinel?
You said that you found it, and you don't know much about it, right, Cadavix?
That's correct. We were studying it right before this disaster fell upon our society.
Can you recall what it looks like at all?
I mean, you can see it. It's not very far away. It's a giant, 60-foot tall black obelisk with a crack in it.
Wait, was there any part of it missing?
No, but there. Well, no, but there. You're not sure, but there was like a crack going up it, but it didn't seem like there was any chunks of it like missing or anything.
Was there, in that book, would there have been any like description of what the, what the relic looked like or anything?
Yeah, the one that was in the book was green, actually. Yeah. So you may be thinking of two different things.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't make sense. It's almost like she knows we're here. Why would she? She has no Wait. Would she know that you broke off your little, shindig with her there, Jeff?
Oh, she would have known that for sure.
So, is it possible she knows we're here because of that?
I don't know. I don't hear the whispers of the calls anymore. I don't know.
Well, she knows something, and she's coming here because she doesn't want us to find it.
Well, then I suggest we get off our asses and find it.
I need time.
We need to rest first.
I actually can't go out and fight right now. I need some more time.
We should.
Fair enough.
We have 12 hours. We should definitely rest.
Well, then I guess rest we shall. Tomorrow we should set out for the center tower, and what will be will be.
Actually, maybe we should head out for the obelisk.
Why the obelisk?
Well,
We
Kadavix.
need the staff to be able to operate it anyways.
Oh, we do. Ah,
Mina will say, I agree. I think whatever tools we may find or magical powers we may find in that staff may be paramount in helping us deal with the Frost Maiden when she arrives.
forgot about the staff.
The whole reason we're going to the tower.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything else. And Glare just kind of starts wandering back to his room, and you hear the banging resume.
Okay.
Sounds like we just need to take a rest. We'll set out in the morning.
Okay. All right.
From
So,
I'm gonna pray and meditate to Titania for guidance.
okay. Make a wisdom check, straight wisdom check for me.
Ooh, straight wisdom check.
As you pray on the eve of the final battle here,
Pretty good.
final area. you sort of set in for the night to rest and trance for the evening, Relvin, and as you are sitting there, the whole mansion seems to go quiet. You no longer hear flares clanging off in the distance. You don't hear the sweeping of the brooms. You simply hear the sounds of nature, as if you're back in the Feywild once again. And you see before you a flame just roaring before you in an open grassland type of field. And as you approach this flame and peek inside of it, suddenly everything around you goes dark. And you feel very cold. You feel this cold, cold darkness, as if you're encased in ice itself, and no light is able to pierce this ice. But the ice is melting from the outside. And before you can inspect the melting ice, you turn to see giant pairs of yellow eyes staring at you. And behind the giant set of eyes, you see two more sets of eyes appear to the left, to the right, to the bottom. You see movements of tendrils abound. And then you snap back and see yourself back in front of the flame.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, I was scared now.
You weren't before?
Oh, I got a bigger scared.
Okay. You all get the... Actually, does anyone else want to do anything for the night before we go into the next day?
Well, while I'm just sitting there at the fire, I'm basically just gonna, like, you know, stay in the den and probably fall asleep in the chair and everything. But I'm not like proficient in praying or anything like that, like Relvin is or anything. But as I'm dozing off and everything, I will like mentally, think and tell Titania thank you for giving me the chance at redemption and everything, just so that she knows that I'm not ungrateful.
Yes. Yeah, so you make that prayer, and you make a wisdom check for me, Jeff, as you just sort of pray.
Shit.
Watch him roll higher than me.
-1.
Yeah, it is a -1, actually.
It's fine.
Actually.
You feel like a warmth inside your body, like this sort of, back when you had dreams of the Frost Maiden, it was always like you're freezing, you're cold, it's like really gloomy and dark, but when you focus in on Titania, you feel like almost an uplifting, jovial spirit inside of you, and it sort of assures you that you are on the right path and that your vengeance is rightly placed.
Oh, might actually sleep well tonight for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it. I pass the fuck out in the chair.
Okay. Cool. So, the next day comes. You all wake up. Glare, you have been working all fucking night. I need you to make a constitution, I want to say, check, question mark.
Constitution check, okay.
To see how great, how bad you're doing here. That's just enough, son of a bitch.
I'll take it.
You manage to power through the night and suffer no adverse effects. You're drinking copious amounts of coffee. No cocaine, just coffee. and
Thank God.
you
You guys wouldn't be able to tell though, because my fire is white anyways.
yeah, you make everything you want to make. You suffer no negative effects of the
I'll take
all nighter. But yeah,
don't forget your 10 temporary hit points, by the way, guys.
yeah, everyone
yeah.
you get 10 temp from Lathander, courtesy of Lathander.
What an upright guy.
He is. He really is. Okay. So, morning time. What do you all do?
Glare will first go knock on Jeff's door.
Oh, yep. Well, wait. I'm downstairs in the
Right.
den. Remember?
Oh,
I never
he'll
left.
He'll come over and just like stand over you and just kind of check on you.
Oh, shit! Why are you? What? Hell, that's you.
Yeah.
Damn it, Glare.
It's morning. Morning, sleepy.
Yeah. Jesus, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I feel great. I haven't actually been that productive for a while.
What? You're covered in grease. Did you sleep at all?
Oh yeah, that's not important. You won't notice it when I get the armor. Actually, it might help get me the armor on. Anyways,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
no, I slept for like an hour.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Try this, and Glare will actually give you a fully completed cloak of protection,
Oh.
as
this
well
is-
as if Terry remembers, I have those modified healing potions. I will give you one.
Yes.
It is not a normal healing potion. It is, instead of 2d4 plus 4, it's 4d4, no plus.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so cloak of protection. Let me see.
Yay. Congrats.
Thank you. We needed to fill the slot, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because you lost the enchantment. I mean, you got very different armor. I just tried to figure out what would work better for you. Right. Anyway, see, just try it out and let me know. And Glare just kind of just walks off.
I just put my hand up and I'm just like, what? Thanks, Claire. And she's walking off. I'm just like, well, shit.
All right. Next, Glare will return to his workshop, grab a couple things, and then knock on Relbin's door.
Hello.
Hey, I really couldn't, inspiration didn't really strike for me when I was trying to think of anything.
That's
For that,
okay.
But, I got these for you. He's going to hand you one of those healing potions as well.
Ooh.
What did you say that the, sorry, Wonder Brilliant alchemy thing?
Oh, the poison thing?
No, the antidote thing. I was gonna mix elemental water with the mandrake root.
Elemental water with mandrake fruit. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
I don't know if I actually said we actually confirmed that. Now I think about it.
Yeah, let me double check what that is. That not certain that does.
Do we still have those plums that do stuff?
Yeah, you do. You can eat one more.
What do those
Good.
do again?
Because I have Druidcraft right now, and I don't.
You
need
have
it.
to roll and see what you get.
Oh.
But yeah, you could overwrite the one that you have if you'd like.
Glare would definitely do that.
No, the one I have.
Mine was Druidcraft. I don't need that.
Okay, so
I have in my bag, I put notes 2 plums. That's all I have, but I don't.
We each have 2 plums.
oh, it doesn't do anything when you combine it.
Oh, okay.
That one. You could use the I think the only 2 you can make right now are
The poison and healing potions. Okay.
no, with the elemental water, I mean.
Oh.
The elemental water makes actual magic potions.
Okay.
So you can make a potion of longevity, I think, or
Yeah, I can do longevity or mind reading right now.
Yeah.
I also have enough for gaseous form again.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll make one of those.
Okay. Cool.
So Glare will hand you potion of gaseous form, one of those healing potions, and a couple of smoke grenades.
And let me look up the purple fruit real quick.
He's like, I don't really. At the very least, these should keep you safe from anything trying to get you. Just pull the pin on this and drop it, and it'll keep you hidden for a sec.
Is that in the
It'll be in D&D Beyond. We actually made an item for it.
What's it called?
Smoke grenades. Or grenade smoke, actually.
Okay.
Haven't seen these in a while. Aw. Memories.
Right.
So anyone eating a purple pear, roll a d20.
Alright. Oh, wow, okay.
Okay. Okay, so you, Glare, you get a charm of lightning bolt. So you can cast a lightning bolt. You get this. Xena, you get the charm of cure wounds.
That's
So
hilarious, because like, you just lost the one that I gave you.
Yeah, so you can cast cure wounds at 3rd
Actually,
level.
isn't that what she had before?
Yeah, that is what I had. Now I know why it's in my notes. Never mind.
Oh, okay. And
I didn't know why it was in my notes twice. I thought that I had messed up and wrote it down twice for glare, and
Okay.
like that's why I deleted it.
Oh,
But
that's
I guess
a
it was
good
the
one.
plum.
Jeff, you get that one. You
Yeah,
can
I'm pretty
cast.
sure it was the plum.
I'll try eating a fruit.
All right, go for it.
I get lightning bolt instead of druidcraft.
Well,
Yes, please.
I'm not eating it, Perry, because I didn't realize that that's what I had in my
Oh, okay.
notes.
Okay, no worries.
Oh, you rolled a natural.
Oh
20.
my god!
He learns the control weather spell. We're good, guys. We win.
No, you get something baller though.
What?
Oh man, you get the charm of restoration.
Oh,
Ooh.
what? Greater restoration?
Can he just like?
What?
That's really good.
I rolled a 6, by the way.
Yeah, you get the charm of
Very-
invisibility.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
F.
I had to erase the cure wounds thing from my notes twice because I don't know what it is I roll.
It's just a healing spell. Like you have to touch the target, but you can cast the 3rd level version of it.
Which is what?
3d8 plus cast modifier.
Yeah. So for you, it'd be 3d8 plus 4. 3d8 plus
Okay.
4.
And glare, you didn't replace mine on my hand, right?
No, I couldn't with
Okay.
my infusions I got right now.
Okay.
That's
So I wrote it down.
Well, there's the first clutch roll for the evening. Now we have 4 charges of greater restoration. Good job, Pug.
Well,
No, I can do it once.
1 charge.
No, that says 4 charges.
It's
Or-
what you can cast one of the following spells, and it's 4 charges. I'm assuming it affects 4 things.
The cast.
No,
it.
it can
You
cast
use an
4
action to expend some of its charges to cast. Oh, I see. 4 charges. Okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
costs 4 charges to cast it.
So you can cast greater restoration, and then once you can just write a lesser
Yeah.
restoration. Still.
Yeah, Greater Restoration is a baller spell.
And you don't need to use the diamond.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. All
I
right.
remember those pears. I love my food. I love eating. I love
Yes, you
cooking.
do. Well, Glare will go back to his workshop and grab a hoop, put it around his shoulder, and grab a couple of large boots and put them under his arms and carry them away.
Well, they're actually
Not
like
seriously.
they're sandals. These ones. They're like the
Yeah.
Hermes sandals.
Yes,
for-
they're Harry sandals.
Yeah.
Yes, same difference.
Yeah.
He'll carry them under his arms and go towards Xena's room.
Okay.
Hey, Xena, you awake yet?
Yes. And I come to the door, like in a big robe.
Just waking up, huh?
Yes, these robes they give us are so fluffy. I love them. I wish we could take this stuff home.
Well, you know I could probably make something better than that anyways, just saying.
Oh. Yes. I
Yeah.
wish I was as smart as you. One day I will be.
Right. Well, I've, here, take these. Glare will hand you the tiara and the sandals.
I'm like, what are these?
Try them on first. I want to make sure I didn't... Your size changed quite a bit, so I wasn't sure if I'd get it right, but...
Okay. I try them on.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
I like turn around in a circle in the mirror.
yeah, the tiara is beautiful. It's made of this like mithril, like almost like a brilliant silver with this ice blue gem in the center of it, right there, and it's sort of glowing with this blue light. The sandals themselves are, like I said, kind of like the Hermes sandals, and they have sort of wings coming off the back heel.
I'm like, oh my god. What do the sandals do?
Well, why don't you see if you can fly now?
Fly? I can fly? I feel like I'm in
that's
Peter Pan.
That's the
Ah.
theory.
I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
I had a lot of inspiration strike while we were wandering around this place, so, I wanted to try that.
I kind of hop just to see if I hover, like right above. Like I don't want to actually like fly, but just kind of hover just to see how it works.
Yeah, you just sort of think about it. Like as soon as you put them on and wear them for a little while, you suddenly feel like, yeah, I can totally fly.
Oh my god,
It
I
totally
love
makes
this.
sense to you, and you are now hovering just like a few inches off the ground.
I give him a hug and I'm like, thank you so much. This is amazing. Oh my god.
The tiara also has an effect. If you concentrate on it and just think of there's maybe copies of you, it'll give you some protection. It'll activate one of my spells, mirror image.
Oh
Don't
wow,
do that
I
right
remember.
now. Don't do that right now. It
Okay.
it has limited limited effects, and I'll have to recharge it every day. But if it would help keep you safer, you're a bigger target now, and I'm a little bit worried.
Yes. Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Oh, and Glare will pull out a bottle that's about twice the size of the other bottles and about half full of the same healing potion, custom Xena one.
Oh yay.
It's the same thing. It's just bigger bottle so you can carry it easier.
What is it again? Like
It is a potion of modified healing. It is 4d4 when you drink it of healing.
Okay. 4d4. Okay.
Yay.
Okay, I think that's everything. So I'll meet you guys back at the main gate. I need to go grab something. And Glare will leave and kind of look around to make sure no one else is watching, and he'll go knock on Mina's door.
So Mina is actually in the same room as Xena. She was.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
But she was in the bathroom, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
she just sort of comes out with her hair with a towel around her head. She's like, "Oh, to what do I owe the pleasure this morning?"
It's Santa Claus. I read it in a book from another world.
What?
What?
What? What?
Anyway, go.
Look, just take this and just don't tell anyone. And Glare tosses her a healing potion too, and then just leaves without saying another word.
She'll catch it. All right then, and she'll put it in her bag of holding. He's all right. That one got a good head on his shoulders.
Took me a while to warm up to him too. But now he's awesome.
I'm glad you have such interesting friends. All right, so you guys set off then for the day. What's the plan?
Oh, Glare comes out of his room all fancy enough. You forgot.
Oh. Yes, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Maybe he'll check out.
Oh my god. It's like fucking Iron Man.
Glare modified his armor through the night too.
Okay. We have to pause for a fucking second, and I have to say, that is no longer a fucking tin can.
Thank you.
Yay! I'm gonna put it up on the stream.
Well done, sir. Well done.
That's awesome.
As Glare comes out of his room, new armor shining and gleaming. Kind of stands there and just poses for a sec.
You're so shiny.
Well, there was lots of materials. I've been picking up things as we go, and the Abracadabras, and I just I felt like it needed a bit of a polish when I was getting it finished.
If you were just worried about blinding them, I have Wall of Light.
I also have the daylight cantrip. What's your point?
Just giving you Hellcat.
All right. I think I'm
Before-
ready.
Before we head out, I'm gonna go find Kadavix.
Yeah, he's watching over
Okay.
Ivira.
Okay. We're about to head out. Do you know anything about the ritual that might be of use?
I think you all have the information you need. I guess the one thing I can tell you is don't think too hard about it. You don't have to use magic to complete every part of the ritual. Just interpret it and do it however you can.
Okay.
And thank you all again. Tell your friends I'm truly grateful. I wish I could help you in this latter portion, but... And he sort of turns back and looks to Ivira.
It is understandable.
I can't.
It's quite alright. Don't worry, we'll be back for you. I promised.
Alright. Good luck. Alright. So, yeah, so you guys want to go straight for the big tower?
Well, we need to make a side trip first. Need ashes of the dead.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. True.
There should be a whole pile of Nothic corpses nearby.
Yeah, you can go grab some of those guys.
Why grab the guys? We could just grab their ashes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's what I mean. It's like you go get their ashes on your way.
Oh,
There.
shit.
Yeah.
Roll
Here we go.
initiative.
No. You see, you see something approaching you, and it looks like, from a distance, it looks like a Nothic, but it's sort of like limping towards you, like limping, and it's like clutching its chest as it moves towards you, and as you are sort of taken aback by this creature. As it gets closer, you notice that it has white hair and it's carrying a staff. And it's wearing clothes that look very familiar to you, but it appears to be Velen.
Oh.
As a Nothic?
It seems as if she's contracted the whatever disease was turning people into Nothics, and she's just looking at you like trying to speak but unable to form words. She's like reaching out.
Okay.
What happened to you?
Mina will just say, "Oh dear. It appears she's been afflicted by the arcane blight."
Great. Well, that's a thing now. I didn't think it would be that quick acting.
When we're finished here, I promise I shall do whatever I can to change you back.
I'm not sure there is a way to change her back.
I can at least try.
All right. Let's move along. Mina will keep going.
Yeah. Glad we'll
As
follow,
we're-
I guess.
As we're talking, I will chat about my vision with the party
Hmm.
and basically say, I think if we activate the spinel thing, it might trigger some sort of attack by the what the heck are they called?
The Faerun?
Baron, yeah.
Well, here's hoping we don't do that then. That's a good warning to have.
Yeah. And I'll glance at Mina and say, looks like your plans may not be wise after all.
Why would the spindle have anything to do with the Faerun?
I don't know. I just know. Well, basically, she was there for the story that Jeff read,
It was
right?
Yeah.
it wasn't the spindle. I think that they said that was attracted to the Faerun. It was the spells they were casting. I thought that was
Yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
drawing from their realm.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
basically the Wizard Society was casting spells, which was drawing on like magic from the Underdark, basically destroying the Faerun habitat, and so that's why the Faerun started attacking them. So that's why the whole war started to begin with.
Well, the relic may be the conduit which they use to do that.
Great. Another
You
thing to
said-
worry about.
Mm,
Was there anything else you saw in the vision? They they were trapped. These Faerun, you said.
I'll explain the whole vision to her and basically go. The ice.
Wasn't the one that was in that main chamber, wasn't it frozen? That one that was on display.
It was.
Could we potentially, if we do anything that causes that spindle to activate that anti-magic field, is that perhaps a warning that it would wake up?
I think it would if it's being magically in magic stasis.
Hold on a moment. What was that creature that my sister ran into in the
What
Caves of
creature?
Hunger?
Oh.
Oh, that thing. Didn't get a good look at it.
Did it have tentacles and eyes?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it did. I saw something in the eyes before I started smashing it.
It looked almost like an ancient god.
Or perhaps one of the Phelan things.
I can show her the charm that I have from it.
Yeah,
Bad luck charm.
you show your little charm, and it almost looks like a circular maw with like tendrils coming off of it in a circle.
Does it look like what I saw in my vision?
Yes.
That looks a lot like what I saw.
Oh.
Oh, great. So there's something else out there that we have to watch out for, too.
Suddenly, I feel like Ariel is the least of our problems.
That's potentially not true, but we'll find out.
You don't know much about them, do you, Cat?
I do not. Do you?
How much would I know?
The Faerun?
Mm-hmm.
Or Aurel? Yeah, I mean, mostly what you all know is that they are very
Resistant to magic.
very resistant to magic. They absorb magic. They will. They're also very powerful spellcasters themselves. So they're basically a nightmare for a wizard to fight because they just absorb all their spells and then they shoot back with their own shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no use fretting over it now. We're in it to win it, friends.
Indeed. All right, so I'm going to move you all to the main map here, just to show you again how fucking big this thing is.
Yeah, we've been wandering around it for a while.
Yeah. We've been in here for like, what, 4 sessions now? 5?
Yeah. So this 1,200 foot tall Obsidian Citadel rises from the center of Ythrin and dwarfs all neighboring structures. Surrounding it is this shimmering force field. This yellow force field is all around it. And on the force field are runes and glyphs signifying each of the schools of magic, all 8 of them. And yeah, so you're just sort of standing in front of the main entrance, and you're just in front of this force field. What do you do?
I wonder if there's any ritual site we need to find first.
I mean, this is the front door, so suppose we could just do it right here.
Okay. We should hand out. Each take a wand, I'm guessing.
Your Glare will pull out all 5 of the wands that he's got in the bag and hand them out.
You all have a wand from the tree that you murdered.
Eh.
Second, summon a flame in the palm of your hand.
Glare pulls out a box of matches.
Robin does produce flame in his hand.
Show off.
I just cast Firebolt at the ground right in front of me, and then just like, hold it there. Well, actually, I just use Green Flame Blade.
I guess I
Totally
have
forgot
like
about
flint and stuff.
Cena's just like
Split and stuff.
Glare just hands her a match.
Okay.
Okay.
Third, a burnt palm loosens the tongue. Share a secret about yourself for all to hear.
Wait, are we doing this like right now or we're practicing?
I think we're doing it right now.
Oh, no, we're doing it right now.
Oh.
We're all standing here in front of the force field. We're doing it.
Oh, okay.
I guess I shall go first. I have no idea where my parents are. They disappeared a long time ago.
Well, I didn't really hate Vincent that much.
Huh.
Not one of you tell him that.
I guess I'll go next. When we're done in this godforsaken place, I plan to go back to Waterdeep and join the guard to pay Jallister back.
Wait, really?
You heard me, don't make me repeat it, cat!
I'm just...
Anyway, Zeta, go!
I reach down and hold my stomach and I say, I'm pregnant.
What?
With twins.
What? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Surprise.
Surprise!
Wait. Wait a fucking minute.
You didn't.
Is that where all this shadow demon shit's coming from?
Not with him.
I've only been with one person.
You know what? We're not going to talk about this anymore right now. We have shit to do and things to kill. That's your secret. Moving on. Next step.
Okay.
Or coax a secret from another.
Well, Mina will also say, alright, I'm planning to raise a half-dragon child.
What?
What the fuck is going on today?
Well, I just figured while we're all out here selling our secrets, I might as well contribute.
Oh my god!
No, wait a second here.
I gotta sit down.
Or coax a secret from another. I guess we just ask a personal question or something. I guess I'll ask the question that's definitely on my mind. Cena, who's the father?
Vincent Trip.
Oh my god.
I fucking knew it.
Oh my god.
Alright. So, Mina, who's the father of your dragon child?
My brother.
I figured as much.
I don't even know who to ask what.
I'm pretty much an open book.
I mean, I literally know everything about you already, Kat.
Oh yeah?
Well, except for maybe about your dad, but I'm not gonna do that to you.
That's very wise of you.
Mina. What do you plan on doing after you are done here in this godforsaken place with us?
I'm not sure. It's going to depend on what happens when this all ends. Although, I would like to finish building my home.
You have a home?
Yeah, why did you leave this entire time with a dragon baby egg that you never told me about that was actually Nairn veins? Like, what? Why?
Well, can we talk about this later?
No,
Yes,
that's your secret you have to reveal to her.
It's
Come
a
on,
secret.
let it out.
Oh, well, yep.
Well, long story short, I was protecting the egg from our family. I thought I would raise it for our brother.
Why would you protect it from our family? Our family is our family.
Zeta, it was a green dragon child.
They had planned to destroy it. And the child.
What? What? Okay, fine. Moving on. We have to talk about this later.
Your turn, Mina.
Alright, let's see, how about this? Xena, where did you get that cookie recipe of yours?
Damn it, I thought I'd never tell anyone. I got it, well, secretly. A friend of mine in Waterdeep named Yagra actually loves to cook, and she's the one that taught me this recipe.
Oh my god, it makes so much sense now. Why they're so fucking deadly. That orc would have killed anyone if they looked at her wrong.
Pretty sure she probably taught you to throw them too.
Oh god.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Well, Robin, your turn.
6. Hide thyself behind a mask.
Whoa, didn't we skip a step?
Oh, yes, no. 5th. Quench the flame in thy palm with ice.
I just pick up some ice off of the
Yeah, is
ground
there
and just
any
like,
ice nearby?
Yeah,
just drop it in the fire in my hand.
yeah, there's lots of ice around.
Yeah, just drop it in the fire. Yeah, it's a quench the ice.
Okay.
I'm gonna be fancy and just use frostbite to put it out.
Ooh.
Some of us don't have that.
I don't have any ice abilities anymore.
I use Code of Cold.
Oh my god!
I don't do that. That'd be really fucking
And we
funny.
all die.
Everyone turns into statues, and we don't ever complete the steps.
Game over.
Okay. 6th. Hide thyself behind a mask.
Glare pushes a button on the neck of his suit, and the mask, the helmet comes up.
I guess I'll just take like a cloth from my bag and just cover my face with it.
I shapeshift into Mina.
Yeah. Mina shapeshifts into Jeff.
Oh,
I just gotta laugh.
both.
It's a good trick.
Ha
Yeah, can I use minor illusion?
Yeah, to put a mask on your face.
Yeah.
Excellent.
7th. Trace a circle with the ashes of the dead. And I think we should all trace one around each other ourselves.
Yeah, burn 3 bodies just to make one big enough for Xena.
Alright, so you all trace this ashen circle around. For it. And you stand in it.
8th. Stand firm in thy circle of death and consume poison. Jeff, your flask.
What?
We need to consume poison. Alcohol is a type of poison.
It's technically toxic.
But
It never said fatal poison.
you want to use my flask?
I don't have any.
We have the alchemy jug.
We do?
Oh yeah, we do have the alchemy jug.
Robin wouldn't know about that.
No, we
Oh.
got it while you were with us, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Can we
did?
please, for the love
It
of
was in
God,
the
use the
cave,
alchemy
I think,
jug?
wasn't
I
it?
think so.
Oh, I thought it was. Never mind. I guess
I
did.
only have half a flask left. It's the best liquor I've ever had. Please don't make me waste it.
Okay, well,
Waste it.
we'll drink some alcohol from the alchemy jug.
Cool.
Okay.
I drank probably a little bit more than I really needed to for the ritual.
All right. So once you drink from the wine, you feel a sort of shimmer go over your body. You see a shimmer go over all your bodies. The force field's still there.
Does that mean it worked?
Well, let's find out. I just start walking towards the field.
Hey, that's my job.
Too late. Got there first.
You pass right through it.
Haha, I win first.
The rest of us go to Idaho.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay. You all go into the chamber, into the sort of past the force field, and to this sort of elevator type area. And let me just describe it real quick. Sorry, I thought I had the right thing up, but it's on a separate page for some reason. Yeah, so you see this arching strut of dark stone that rises from this ruined district to a junction high up on the central spire. And you walk through this gate with the arcane sigils set into it. And when you go through the force field, you see a gate where you can enter this strut. And as you enter, you see it is completely hollow and encloses a steep passage. And once you all enter this hollow enclosure inside this strut, you are magically levitated up.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So all of you begin sort of flying up through this strut. And on the map, it's this black tunnel thing.
Okay.
So you're like going up this basically elevator, flying and levitating up through it to the spire. And I'm going to move you to another map.
Oh, I could get used to this.
I prefer being on the ground.
Okay.
Oh, it's not that bad. You land on your feet anyway, right, Cat?
Yeah, totally. That's a thing that Tabaxi do.
Alright, let me just put the party here how I imagine it to sort of be. Okay. Alright. Can everyone see this map?
Yeah.
I can see the hallway. That's about it.
Yeah, that's how it should be, because we got that shit going on. Okay. So dynamic lighting, yes. So you have ascended the strut. You are near the apex of the strut now. And the ceiling of the tunnel gives way to a landing that offers a view of the Citadel's uppermost reaches. Light from a window illuminates a set of steps that ascend to a pair of mahogany doors in the tower's face.
Okay, well...
Might as well go up.
We come this
I
far.
guess.
Okay. So you guys sort of move up to the door. And when you move up to the door, you hear a voice in your head that simply says, "Intruders, please leave this area." I repeat, intruders, please leave this area.
No.
Why do I get the feeling we're going to have to fight the Blue Man group again?
Probably.
Because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, you see that peering through this window is almost like a receptionist or something. Is one of the Blue Man group, and it's sort of telepathically communicating to you.
Is this just like a normal door in front of us, or is it pretty big or sealed or anything?
Yeah, it's a pretty big door. You would have to check to see if it's sealed.
Yeah, I'll kind of check it to see if it's sealed and make sure there's nothing crazy going on with it.
The door opens, and as you do so, the Blue Man group will say, "I repeat, please leave this area." And Glare, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Because you're the one by the window.
Oh, God.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Let me see what this thing's save DC is. Oh, yeah. So, you have, it doesn't
Blair
affect you at all.
punches through the window and grabs him by the neck.
Alright, you punch through him. I'm just. I'm not gonna roll initiative for this. What do you want to do to him at this point?
Beat him down.
You're just knocking him out, or are you just killing him?
I'll knock him out.
Okay.
All right. Well, problem one solved.
Okay.
They tried to do something to me, and I wasn't having any of that shit.
Hopefully it didn't alert the others.
I'm pretty sure that everything here already knows.
Perhaps.
Well, through the door we go.
All right, I'm just gonna move you guys up there so we can get the proper ambiance here. Okay, so chamber music washes over you as you enter this ballroom. In contrast to the desolate frozen ruins outside, a dozen people mill around in here, dressed in flowing silk garments and holding colorful hand masks and feathered fans. Noble courtiers laugh and gossip as servants move among them, offering sugared treats on silver platters.
Okay then.
Is this illusion magic?
I'm going to assume it probably is. Give me a sec. I'm gonna do detect magic as a ritual.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, so you begin ritually casting detect magic. One person sort of in a sort of black suit pants and a black vest with a white dress shirt comes up to you, Jeff, and he goes, "Order."
Why? I don't mind if I do.
Yeah. It's escargot.
I'll take it, but I'm just gonna like hold it because I don't trust this shit right now. I'm just like, thank you. I'll let you know if I'd like another.
Very well, sir.
And I'm just looking at it like, I don't like Snell anyway.
Anyone else want to do anything while Glitter casts his spell?
I'm just gonna look around, see what I can see.
Yeah, you see that it's it's mostly just these nobles sort of chit-chatting away. They're dancing, they're holding conversation. Most of the conversation appears to be about normal mundane things like who's dating this person and things like that. You can actually go up and talk to people if you'd like.
Sure.
Yeah, why the hell not? Let's see what we can glean from these people.
All right. Each of you roll a d20 for me to see what you can learn from them as they're sort of dancing about.
Did you want me to do one too?
I'll say you're busy doing the detect magic. This is just while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Both of you roll again. You kind of both know this. So, Jeff, you learned that some of the wizards in this place imbued certain spells with their own life force, as these sort of people who are dancing appear to be of wizardly background, and they're talking about they talk to you about the latest spell that they've used and how they've managed to create a living version of it, and they use their own life force to do so.
So are we like, these aren't illusions? Are these like just like life force of the people who cast the spells?
Oh, that's what you learn. And Relbin, you learn that the group of wizards that once governed this city, a group of 8 arcanists, were known as the Wizards of the Ebon Star, and they sort of worship this star called the Ebon Star. It's kind of interesting.
That's not ominous at all.
No. Okay. All right. Glare, you wrap up your spell, and you realize that this whole thing is an illusion. Like, everything is radiating illusion magic.
Okay. That's what I want to know.
Well, perhaps do you tell anyone that, or do you just?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to keep that to myself.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're all illusionary.
All right. Well, Mina will say, "I've about had enough of this. About you all."
Oh, I figured you'd be into the high dining stuff.
No, I've already had one escargot. But I've had enough. I'd like to see what's really here. And she snaps her fingers, and you watch as the illusion completely dissipates. All the servants holding the hors d'oeuvres disappear. The ballroom is completely gone, and now you see that the ballroom itself actually lies in ruins and is rimed with ice. The furniture is jumbled and shattered, and above the floor where the nobles once danced, 3 glass cylinders with iron fittings slowly move through the air. Housed in each cylinder is a swollen human brain floating in a bath of slimy, translucent goo.
Oh, these guys again.
Roll for initiative.
Double F.
The brains are furious.
14, I'll take it. Damn.
And they sort of telepathically say to you, "You dare mess with our illusionary ball? How dare you?" They're bad.
Good lord, Mina.
Well, we had to find out sometime. I rolled a 0 in initiative. One of them. One rolled a -3. Oh my god. I guess they are brains in a jar.
Wow. That's
So-
shit initiative, wow.
Not exactly dexterous.
Exactly.
Wow! I'm actually gonna. I rolled a 7, I'm still gonna go before all 3 of them. Holy shit.
Okay, so Xena, you are the first one up. You see these, like, brains floating in jars all around you, about 3 of them.
Okay. There's 3 of them?
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Okay, I'm checking something. Okay, I guess, am I able to grow in this area or not?
You're able to be your, giant size, yeah.
It is a ballroom.
Okay, then I grow to my giant size.
Yep, so you watch as Xena is now her
Hey,
21
watch
foot
it.
tall size. She sort of pushes you aside a little bit. Later, she expands to fill the space.
Yes. And they're standing...
There's one right beside you, and there's 2 to the north of you, east and west.
Alright, I guess I'll just hit the one next to me first.
Okay. You go to punch down at the brain, trying to bust through the glass.
Trying to find the place where I can roll for the larger attacks. Is it under spells?
It's under other. The other tab of actions. Under actions and then other, yeah. I know, it's a bit weird. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. You form a giant crack in the glass as your first fist sort of creates a big crack when it hits. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. It's now the crack is like getting larger and is sort of spider webbing out the sides.
Of the brain?
It's like in a jar. The brain is like in a jar floating in like this green fluid, and the glass around it is sort of breaking. Yeah, that hits. It's cracking even more. It's almost broken as you see bits of water is like leaking out, this green water.
I'll just leave it like that for now.
Alright. Glare, you are up. Xena has almost broken one brain in a jar.
Well, I will scurry around her and see if I can hammer on it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. As you raise Fragrak up, its golden core shining. Yes. That hits. You shatter it completely, and Fragrak strikes into the squishy brain matter and just sort of smashes it into like this gray goop as the green water sort of leaks out onto the floor.
Oh, I just cleaned that.
Yep, onto your shiny new boots.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take a swing at the other one.
Alright. Go ahead and make an attack roll. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, that connects. You form a small crack into the secondary one. Second jar. And as you do so, Mina will point her finger right where you've made that crack, and she will fire a ball of lightning right at that exact spot, which hits, and you watch as it strikes, and it electrifies the water within, frying the brain a bit. And you hear it scream in your mind telepathically, like, "Arr!" It's being fried by this electricity. Yeah.
That's my turn.
Yeah, that's also Mina's turn. She will use her movement to get behind Xena's leg for a cover. She already is there. Okay. Relbin, you're up.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Produce flame on that same brain.
Alright. Go ahead and make an attack roll. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Oof. You lob a flame right at that same spot. You're all assaulting that spot. And as you do so, the water inside begins to boil. And the brain is moving around frantically, not sure what to do. It's looking very, very hurt, but not quite dead yet.
Let's move it to move here.
Okay. Jeff, what would you like to do?
He's in the kitchen.
Oh. Hold on. It's coming back.
He is going to. I have the feeling. I think it's going to be an Eldritch Blast.
Sorry.
But guess what?
What? Am I wrong? Is it not an Eldritch Blast?
There's 3 now.
There are 3
What?
now. Because I'm 11 now, which means that I get 3 beams. So yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
The first 2 break through. Is that the right damage? Or did you just roll low as shit? Oh, okay.
I just rolled low as shit 3 times, apparently.
Okay, well, alright. The first one, the first 2 slashes, you slash twice with your golden sword, and these crackling golden beams of force energy break through the jar, and you watch as more of it leaks onto Glare's boots.
Come on! I just polished these.
The last beam, you turn around and you sort of do another flourish as you spin and fire another beam at the one behind you, and it forms a crack on the one to the right there, but it's still looking fine. Okay, it's its turn now, finally. All of its friends are dead. It is going to do Mind Blast. I need Xena, Mina, Relbin, and Glare to make intelligence saving throws for me. As your brain is being racked with imagery that you cannot quite process. You're seeing numbers and signs and mountains and all kinds of different images assaulting your mind at the same time. It's so much that your brain is becoming overwhelmed. Let's see. You all succeed.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Let me do Mina as well. Oh yeah, her intelligence. Yeah. This is save throw or take whatever and be. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, you take no damage. I guess it doesn't even say half.
Oh, wow.
But that would have been really nasty. Okay. Well,
They were stuck.
that's fine. All right, that's it for its turn. Xena, you're up.
Okay, there's one left.
Yes.
Okay. I go up to it
Yes.
and hit it.
Oh, you step on it, try to crack its glass. Wow. That hits. It's a brain in a not moving jar. Yeah. You begin cracking into it. Stomp this thing into submission here. Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Yay. I just want to, like, since my hands are bigger, can I, like, grab it and squeeze it until it, like, bursts?
Yeah, you just grab it with one hand and begin to squeeze. And the glass sort of shatters in your hand, but your skin is, like, too tough for it to even matter. You just sort of, like, drop the goop of the brain onto the ground as it squishes. Yeah. Mina's just like, ew. That's disgusting.
You get used to it after a while. She's kind of brutal.
Well, that was entertaining, I suppose. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the feeling that's not the last we see of things like this.
Probably not.
All right, which way shall we go? Lead the way.
Center and up is usually where important things are in towers, correct?
Well, we're looking for a place of importance, so yeah, that would make sense to me.
Hmm.
All right. So, going straight ahead. So there's
Why not?
basically there's a path to the left, there's a path to the right, there's a path to the
There's a lot of
northeast. There's straight north. You want to just go straight north? What's the marching order? Like, who's leading? Glare?
Glare
I'll
would
go
happily lead.
second.
Alright, so it's marching order is Glare, Xena, and then I guess everyone else.
I guess I'll bring up the rear this time,
Okay.
since
Does
I
it look like that's just a balcony over here?
just in case.
Yeah, that looks like. Hold on.
I might peek in there to see if that's alright.
Yeah, so in here you see that it's a sort of an abandoned icy ruin with a chest and a table there. And the chest seems to not have been affected or been ruined.
Is Detect Magic picking anything up?
Yes, it is conjuration.
As in, potentially a mimic?
Nope. It's another abracadabras.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No bullshitting?
Yeah, no bullshit. It's another abracadabras. Looks just like the other one.
Glare cautiously pokes it with Fragor.
Nothing happens. It's just sitting there.
Alright, Glare will pick it up.
Okay. You have another abracadabras.
Okay! Right, I kind of half expected that thing to try to eat me. Alright, well anyways, moving on.
Well,
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a door to the east here, or you could continue going north.
Might as well peek in the door.
Yeah, alright. Glare will approach the door and open it.
It's another frozen ruin here. There's, however, in this frozen ruin, your detect magic reveals an aura of abjuration. Behind this rectangular counter that's sort of been destroyed and ruined, there are these storage racks, and it looks like a big wine rack, basically. And there's auras of abjuration magic around each bottle of wine, and there's about a dozen bottles of this wine.
Hey Jeff, I found your room.
what do you mean, my room?
You know what I mean.
I walk around the door about the time he's saying that. What do you? Oh,
Yeah, there's like 12 wine bottles in here, and they have this.
protected by,
Yeah.
like some kind of a barrier.
Yeah,
what kind of barrier is this?
If you give me a sec, I can try to figure it out.
I'd like it, but don't spend too much time on it.
I'll try to do identify on it. That would require it touching it, by the way.
yeah. You touch it and do the identify, and you think that the magic is just preserving the wine inside.
Yeah, no, it's just a preservation of some kind.
Yeah,
Yeah, these are all fine.
2,000-year-old wine.
Oh my god. I take all 12 bottles and I like shove them into his bag of holding. I don't even ask.
Yeah, each one, if you wanted to sell it, would be worth 50 gold. But otherwise, it's fucking the best goddamn
He's
wine.
selling it.
It's like the best wine, ever. 50 gold a piece for one bottle. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Jeff now has a special reserve collection.
Jeff's collection.
Excellent year, just before an apocalypse, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have to get Detect Magic up again, probably. How long does it last?
10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get it up again, probably.
Okay. What
And
would
then
you like
continue
to do?
on.
Okay, going straight?
Yep.
Alright. So you enter this area above. I'm going to just move your tokens there just so,
Okay.
reasons and whatnot. Okay, so as you enter this chamber, your reflections dance over the mirrored surfaces of this chamber. 11 alcoves extend from the walls like the points of a star. Oh, wait. No. I'm getting way ahead of myself. I apologize. You're on a
the hell?
You're on a 7-foot tall, 4-foot wide. There is a magical bridge that is connecting this whole area, and you just sort of walk across this magical invisible bridge. It sort of shimmers beneath you. Mina would recognize this because it's very similar to her Wall of Force spell. And as you sort of walk on this invisible bridge, you reach the area I was actually describing.
Okay.
Up here. And in this place, you see your reflections dance over these mirrored surfaces of this chamber. 11 alcoves extend from the walls like the points of a star, each one narrowing to a niche where a gently glowing crystal is mounted 5 feet above the floor. The air seems to hum with pent-up power. And... Oh, go ahead.
Can I make a perception check? See what's pretty finer details?
Yes, as you are beginning to take a look around and take a better look at these gems, a being manifests. Suddenly, the crystals brighten as rays of energy burst forth by one to converge in the center of the room. As more of the rays intersect, a translucent figure, a bald man wearing a long purple gown with like a beard, like a black beard, looks at you, and his face sort of breaks into a smile as he sees you. And he says, "Hello. How's it going,
Hello.
guys?"
Hello.
Hi. How are you, person we don't know yet?
Yes, I shall introduce myself. I am Everlast.
You don't say.
I was created by the High Wizard Iriolarthas.
Okay.
Oh.
What's your purpose?
Well, quite simply, I am hopelessly bored. And you all are the first ones I have seen here in over 2,000 years since the fall and ruin of Yithrin.
So you are like a construct for this tower, aren't you?
That is a good way of looking at it. And as you watch, he sort of dematerializes, and then he reappears next to you, Jeff. And he's just sort of sitting.
I just kind of like hop a little bit. I was like, oh shit. All right then. Construct it is.
So, why are you here?
Glare
Several
is just
reasons,
completely
actually.
enamored of the crystals. Like some kind of projection. Is that how it's doing it? Like spell project?
So I'll while he's sitting there, I'm just kind of like, well, you know what? How about we have an exchange of information?
Fire away.
And I'll explain to him what we're doing here about Ariel and what we're trying to do and stop and everything else. And when I'm done, I just look at him and say, so yeah, apocalyptic possibilities here, but yeah, we're doing what we can.
That's a lot.
It is.
I'm afraid I don't know much about this rampaging goddess you speak about, but I can tell you that the obelisk that you spoke of was damaged in the crash of your Thryn.
So the crack's not actually supposed to be there.
Correct. Iriolarthas had tried to repair it, but he was unable to. In fact, many powerful minds worked with him to try and repair the artifact, but they were also unable to.
So suffice to say, we probably wouldn't succeed either.
I would caution against attempting to use it.
I give a look at Mina.
Mina just sort of lets out a long sigh.
Yeah.
Well, putting that aside, we also were interested in the spindle and the what is it? The Eldrith?
Mithrin?
Mithrin, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Mithrin as well.
Myathalar, yes.
Yeah. We're thinking that those items could possibly be what the Frostmaiden is after.
Perhaps. The Myathalar is a very powerful magical artifact that would allow the casting of spells well beyond that of most people of this age.
What's the cost for casting such spells?
Well, there isn't one. It's a very powerful artifact. However, you would need quite a powerful wizard to be able to do something like that. And it may be able to help you if you do decide to interact with this divine being.
He said interact.
Okay. Glare kind of cautiously looks over to Mina. Call it a plan B.
Perhaps I could use it to weaken her or something. I don't know.
Oh.
I would be all for this idea.
Can you tell us of anything else that may reside in this tower that may help?
I'm afraid I cannot give specifics on this tower, as my, I would say programming here prevents me from doing so. But
I would understand it.
my programming prevents me from doing so.
Parameters, maybe?
Parameters prevent me from doing so. But I'm happy to keep you company as you go throughout this tower. I just can't give you any details on how to deactivate any sort of defenses or anything else like that.
Well, I guess it's better than nothing.
What if we want to take you with us outside the tower?
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Nothing's impossible, just extremely difficult, right?
I would think if he was able, we would have met him at some point while we've been in the city,
Well,
Glare.
just saying, if he has some kind of a central core or focus, I mean, I'd be happy to see if I could bring it with us.
He says, he points to the crystals around.
That's all of them, eh?
All of these crystals comprise me. If more than half of them were to be removed or destroyed, I would cease to exist. And I would ask you to please not do so.
Fair
No,
enough.
I would not do that. I would love to be able to produce a spell such as this myself. I'd hate to destroy it.
Well, maybe he could help you understand it before we leave.
You said half of them. I don't suppose I could take one to study.
Make a persuasion check.
Glare is so persuasive, guys. Hang on.
At least it wasn't a 0.
Okay, so I'm going to follow up for him and say, well, maybe if not a whole crystal, could he maybe take a piece of one?
Make a persuasion check. I could do without one, perhaps. That should be okay for study.
Well, we would very much appreciate it. we would hate for your knowledge of this place and everything else to just be buried under the ice for the rest of eternity.
I can certainly
knows?
appreciate that.
Is this room big enough for me to fit in, by the way? Because I didn't know if I was supposed to shrink or if my head is hitting the ceiling.
Yeah, I just went ahead and assumed that you shrank to
Okay.
fit in, but yeah, you would have to shrink to your 10-foot
Okay.
size to fit in here.
So, like, after that little bit of conversation, I like elbow glare in the chest. I say, go pick your poison.
Is there any that would affect you the least that I should?
He'll simply shake his head no. Doesn't matter. Just choose whichever one you like.
Let's see. There's 12 alcoves, you said?
Yes. Or 11.
Oh, 11.
You can just pick a random one. It's basically... Oh.
This one.
Okay. Yeah, so you go to that one and you pick it up, and it's just sort of a tiny, just sort of white crystal, and you just sort of grab it. What do you do? You just put it in your bag, or it doesn't?
Yeah, I'm going.
It doesn't
Claire
hurt
put it
you
in
or
half a
anything.
sec.
Yeah. Okay.
Claire, thank you. Who knows? Maybe I could use this to help you someday.
I appreciate it. Anyway, if you have any more questions, anything that I can certainly help with,
You
let
you
me
said
know.
you can't tell us of the defenses of the tower.
No.
Is there anything other than the tower's normal defenses that is inhabiting this place?
Other than the normal towers, there is the wizard Veneranda somewhere.
Wait, what?
They've sort of become a brain.
Oh, we've
Yeah,
killed
sure.
3 of them already.
No, this one would be wearing a suit of armor.
Oh.
A brain in a suit of armor.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't sound
I
pleasant.
would love to examine that.
Other than that, I believe everything should be as is.
Okay, well, at least that means nothing nasty's gotten in here. I think. Well, you've been most helpful and generous, and I guess you're going to accompany us, you said?
Yeah, I can apparate anywhere I need to be. In fact, I'll probably watch you all because I've been really bored here.
I'm sure that what we do here will be very interesting.
Well,
Oh.
where's the most interesting place to go after here?
And he will point up.
Okay, I look up.
When you look up, make a perception check with advantage since he pointed it out to you.
Can I also make a perception check?
Sure, with advantage because he's pointing it out to everybody who ever wants to look.
Well, I figure you guys probably have it with that 23.
Yeah, so Xena, you look up as he pointed there. Both you and Relbin see, with your elven eyes, 30 feet above the floor, you see this hatch that is mounted on the ceiling.
I'm like, well, what's up there?
I'm afraid I can't say.
I guess
Okay.
we'll just have to go find out.
Well, I try
Hey.
to open the hatch.
Okay. So it is 30 feet above the floor, so you just sort of fly
I
up.
fly up there.
Open the hatch. Yay.
It
And,
worked.
Well, that's fucking new.
and
God
Nina,
damn it. Now she's a flying siege tower.
I know, isn't it awesome?
yeah, so when you sort of open the hatch, you see that it reveals a 5-foot diameter shaft. So you'd have to really squeeze in here, Xena, but you could with squeezing. 5-foot diameter. Yeah, you would have to squeeze. But it ascends 50 feet to an area above.
Okay, well, I try to lower down a rope, I guess.
Okay.
Right? Because they have to climb. if
Yeah.
they're gonna come.
Claire could climb the walls, technically, if he can get to it.
It's kind of like floating.
In the middle.
Like in the
Oh,
middle.
it's floating. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then. Yeah, a rope would be needed then.
So I do that and then try to pull them up.
Yeah, no problem. You're huge, so it's fine. Yeah, you all managed to take a rope up. It is a bit slow going. Mina will just fly, so she's fine. Yeah, so you make your way up to this another area over here. Oh, I love this part. Okay. This is my favorite.
And
You see
Can I
where I
ask-
moved you?
Hang on. Oh.
when I get up there, after they all get up there, can I also turn invisible?
Yeah, you can. So you go invisible. I'm gonna put the ninja icon on you. Show that you're invisible. Okay. You ascend into an oval hall glittering with frost. Carvings decorate the walls, and long icicles hang from the ceiling. A 10-foot radius dome of translucent ice encloses the area around the shaft from which you emerge. At the far end of the hall, two blade-shaped patches of pitch darkness hover in the air to either side of a double door. A glowing green crystal, roughly the size of a human fist, is set into the arch above the doorway. When Mina arrives, she looks around at the dome that is covering you, and she will say, "This is a wall of force spell."
Uh-oh.
And the blades begin approaching towards the wall as you all are in. I need you all to roll initiative for the time being as these things begin to approach, and they look like this.
Do they see me? Or do I not know?
You don't know. They're just like
10 with advantage.
moving
Jeez.
blades moving forward.
Okay.
Alright. Is that your real roll, Claire?
Yeah, the way I click it now, it does both rolls.
Oh,
and two
perfect.
tens.
Fantastic. Alright, so Jeff, you are the first one. You see these two, like, blades are beginning to move towards you. And they're moving like, they almost, make an Arcana check. How about that?
Okay.
We'll start with that. You just saw the handout I saw that showed the art, right?
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, they look pretty fucking evil.
Yeah, you're not sure what spell this is. You've never seen this. You can't even, with that roll, you can't even determine what the heck these things are. But with that roll, you do remember that you just listened to some members of that party when you were mingling with the guests in the illusory party, saying that they would sometimes put their life force into spells and create living versions of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so this thing is coming at you, but you are trapped in this wall of force right now, and it's the same one that Mina trapped you in earlier when you were accusing that woman. Mina trapped you in that barrier, and she's trapped you in it before a long time ago in Waterdeep. So you know this spell, and you know that it's very hard to get out. Like, nothing physically can pass through this thing. And yet the blades are still coming towards you. What do you do?
I can't even cast outside of this thing, can I?
It's full concealment, or
I'm
full
actually
cover,
gonna
isn't it?
do, because this was the marching order. Yeah. Yeah, you cannot. It's full. It's total cover. You can't cast out of it, but any sort of teleport or something you think might work.
I'm gonna hold my action for now,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna turn to Mina and be like, "What do you think we should do about this fucking shield? Since you know exactly what this is."
I will-
Even on the initiative order?
Oh, let me roll for her. My bad. Her initiative's pretty good too, so she might. Yeah, she did roll pretty well. She. So is that the end of your turn?
Well, I'm gonna hold my action, so yeah.
Okay. Mina is going to make an Arcana check. Natural 20. God damn, Mina. Okay.
Does that dispel magic?
Mina says, she sort of looks around in a panic. She says, "Be careful of those spells. Those are extremely, extremely dangerous." And she will sort of look, and she will say, "We need to somehow get that crystal off of that wall. Or somehow loosen it, or something. And we don't have much time before they get here." And she is going to, with her bonus action, you watch as Mina herself begins to crackle, and her skin begins to crack into these red, almost lightning-looking effects on her. And she turns into a bolt of lightning and bolts out of the wall. And she is going to go over here. Huh. And she... Well, I'm gonna... Hold on, let me see where she wants to go. Because where is this crystal?
It'd be to the south, right?
Yeah, it says... overhanging the... into the arch above the doorway. So it's where they are. So she can't get there right now, because they're guarding it. So she's just gonna try to shoot one with her lightning, just to see what happens. And that hits. So she shoots her ball lightning at one of the blades, and it impacts. And you can tell that it does have an effect on it. It is hurt a bit by the lightning bolt, as it sort of carves a bit of the spell off. And she's just gonna stay there for now. It is now the blade's turn. It can hover 30 feet. Let's see.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's coming for you both. Both of them. Alright, you watch with horror as the blades easily pass through the wall of force that nothing can get through. And they're gonna try to hit you with the force blade.
Jeff will have disadvantage.
Okay. So I'm just reading what this does. The living spell makes a creature that... Oh. Oh. Okay.
I don't like the way he's saying that.
That's cool. Alright.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit you, Glare. It's gonna try to hit you, Glare. But you managed to sort of dodge out of the way. Both of you managed to get out of the way. And as it slices above you, you feel like, holy shit, like if this thing had connected, it would have hurt really, really bad.
So we're doing this now, I see.
Yeah. That's it for their turns. Glare, at the beginning of your turn, the blade sort of senses you about to act, and it slashes at you, tries to slash at you again.
Jesus!
With a preemptive strike. But you manage to put up your shield and block it just as hard. It's like... and it's sort of carving against the shield as sparks are flying off the shield.
Okay,
what do you do?
Okay, no, we're not doing this. As you see,
These things are nasty.
As you see Glaire's armor light up all of a sudden, and Glaire blinks out of existence for a sec and reappears over here.
Oh, yeah, so... and you teleport behind them.
I will run... That's my bonus action, by the way, to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Glare will run up and try to rip the gem out of the wall, I guess. Can I climb up to it with my climb?
Yeah. Yeah, it says it's about... Yeah. It's not that high up. So you climb up, and you grab, and you get this...
To rip it off.
Okay, you can use an action to... Was that your bonus action? To
my
teleport?
Bonus action to teleport, my movement, and this is my action.
I'm just reading.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, with the climb, okay. You pull it out. And when you do, the wall of force flickers out and boom, powers down. And you all no longer have to deal with the wall of force. But the blades are still there.
I was hoping that would affect that too.
Yeah. But that's it for your turn. That took your action to do that?
Yeah, that's everything I can do, yeah.
Alright, Xena, you're up. You're invisible.
I'm gonna hold my action for now.
Okay.
Well, wait, is that the end of the turn?
No. That's not the end of the round. Relvin has a turn still.
Well, tell
And
me
me too.
when it's the end of the turn, then.
The end of the round? Okay. It's right after Relvin. So Relvin, what would you like to do?
It was this one that was hit by the lightning.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna try and. I'm gonna peg it with Produce Flame.
Okay.
Oh, do I not get an action anymore?
You have to wait till after Relvin because you held it.
Well, I know, but I did.
Well, what was the condition for your holding? Like, were you holding it? When you hold an action, you have to have like a
trigger.
A trigger.
Okay. Well,
So Xena's is like at the end of the round. What would yours have been or be? Sorry, I should explain that.
Well, I didn't really have like anything lined up at the time. Like I was just wanting to wait and see what happened first, but
Okay.
it's fine. I'll just wait till next round.
Okay. Robin, you're up.
Okay. 29.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wait, he's not allowed to go at the end of the round though, because he held
I
his
can.
action.
I can have him do 2 actions at the end of the round.
Well, I mean it's fine. I just didn't realize that.
That.
Well, I mean that would suck if he just
Yeah.
lost an entire turn just because he didn't.
No, I'm gonna
know.
give him 2. I'm gonna give him 1 at the end of the round for the held action, and then his
He
normal.
gets to go again right
and
away.
he gets to go right again. Alright. Oh wow, 22 points of damage. So you lob a flame, a golden flame at one of these things. And you take out a big chunk of it, and it's sort of flickering in and out of existence now, as it's having trouble maintaining its form, but it's still there.
Move there,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Alright, Jeff, take your held action first.
Do I get to go?
Yeah, both of you are like at the end, but I'll say since Jeff held his action before
Alright.
you, we'll do him, then you, then him again. How's that sound?
Okay. Is it the one that's right in front of me that's flickering in and out right now?
There's...
The one on the left.
Yeah, the one on
Okay.
the left.
The one on the left. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try something new.
Oh yeah.
As my bonus action, I'm going to cast Banishing Smite
Ooh.
at 5th level,
Ooh.
and then I'm going to attack it with my sword.
Alright, so your blade lights up. It like sort of ejects out on both sides, and this giant golden light turns your sword like twice the size as it normally is as it's winding up for this attack. And you're coming down with a slash. So make an attack roll. That hits. Roll the dice of the stuffs and the things. You watch as Jeff sort of cleaves this living blade in two, and the golden lights sort of go up both sides of the living blade and dissipate it completely, and it's dead. Excellent.
And now I'm just going to turn to the other one and just make another attack, because I don't want to take an
You have
opportunity.
multi-attack now?
No, you don't have.
No, for my next action.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
I'm just going to attack
well,
it.
let's let Xena go first since she
Oh,
was
shit, I
also
forgot.
holding
Yeah, that's
hers. So Xena, you're up. So you just watch Jeff kill one of them. What do you do?
I guess I'll just try to hit it.
Okay. Make an attack roll. You have advantage since you're invisible on the first hit, but you're no longer invisible when you attack. But the first one gets advantage.
Okay, hold on.
So Xena, out of nowhere, coming out with a punch from right beside you, Jeff, just appears,
Oh shit!
sort of appearing from the shadows. Like from the shadows, she like slowly apparates and just has a fist out and punches right through this thing. Go ahead and roll damage for the first strike. All right, you are sort of punching this spell, and it is your magical punches are able to sort of punch off bits of the shadow around the object. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 15 points of damage. Okay, 14 points of damage. So yeah, she's just sort of carving into this spell. Yeah.
That's it.
And it is now like also having trouble keeping its form. Jeff, at the beginning of your turn, it senses that you're near it, and it tries to swipe at you. The preemptive strike.
Oh, at the
Yep.
at the end of my turn, can I? Never mind. Just I'll leave it there.
Okay. Alright, so the blade strikes into you, Jeff. Through your armor. And, had you tried to dodge a bit out of the way, but it still got you, but had you not moved that slight amount, you think you would have taken a lot more damage. You take 22 points of force damage as the blade impacts. But that could have been very, very bad. Very bad.
At least it was only actually 12 HP. Ooh.
Yes. And now it's your turn.
I'm just gonna like, oh, you bastard! And I'm just gonna swing back at it.
Okay.
I just don't want to take an opportunity attack F.
No, you do not. That hits.
Oh, fuck.
So you slash into it with your golden blade. It is now having a great deal of difficulty staying on invisible. It's like flickering in and out.
Oh, Jesus.
But
That
it's still
was
there.
maximum one-handed slashing damage.
Yeah, that was really... Jesus God.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm max roll. And I'm gonna stay right here.
Mina's gonna try to finish it with her ball lightning. But she does! Hey, Mina! So she shoots a ball lightning at it. And as it does so, the ball strikes the living blade, and electricity runs all up and down both sides of it. And as it does so, the blade slowly gets, like, eaten by this red lightning as it eats into it. And it's dead. Okay. Good job.
Okay, yeah, that was definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Is the gem I pulled from the wall worth anything?
No, it's just like a normal green crystal. It's not really valuable in any
Blair
way.
keeps it anyways.
Yeah. It sort of goes dark as well when you remove it. Like it was glowing green, but it went dark when you grabbed it. But yeah, so you're done with that, and there's just sort of a set of double doors leading to the south there.
Well, let's see what we've got behind us.
I didn't get hits, actually, so I still have Detect Magic up.
Yeah, I know, I did.
Okay.
No, I didn't have to roll Constitution saves.
Yeah. So what do you do now?
Well,
If you detect magic on that door, is there anything weird or traps or anything?
There's no traps on the door, but
Because you pulled a crystal out of it, right?
yeah,
the crystal apparently was affecting the force field that you guys were trapped in.
there's no trap on the door, but when you open the door, you do see that basically you see like on the floor directly ahead of you before you step through the doors, you see that there's about a 10-foot square that is radiating a aura of magic, and I believe it's transmutation. Pretty strong aura of transmutation.
Blair holds his hand up and like motions to stop. Hold it, hold it, hold it.
It's like on the ground.
Well, that's tricky.
Hmm.
Looking into the room, do we see anything in it?
Yeah, you do. And I was an idiot and closed the thing, so let me reopen it.
Oh, it's fine.
My bad. Hold on.
How dare you make a single small mistake?
Yes. You see that ahead of that area is a sort of on the far wall of this hall are 8 doors, and each of them are marked with a different arcane symbol. And you've seen these before. These are a symbol for each of the schools of magic. And there's like sort of 8 doors in a row. Let me just move you into the room. You're not sure.
I can blink over the trap too.
Yeah, but you can just see like that. I'm just showing you what it looks like basically in
Okay.
here. 8 doors, each one has a separate school of magic on it.
Okay, this is definitely getting interesting.
But you need to get past this trap thing first.
I could try and trigger it from a distance with Mage Hand.
Okay, well, we could try that. I do have Dispel if we need it.
Alright, everyone back. I can get as much distance between me and that thing as possible. Cast Mage Hand and wave it over it.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna poke it.
Nothing
hand.
happens. Nothing happens.
It's not a pressure plate. It could actually be waiting for something living to walk across it.
Possibly.
What the hell? It's only a level 3 spell slot, right?
It's covering about the aura is covering about a 10-foot by 10-foot.
Yeah. Glare will try to. Do I have to touch it to dispel it? Hang on.
Nope.
No. Okay. Magical effect within 120 feet. Glare will try to use dispel magic on it.
Okay. Make a dispel magic check. It's going to be yours is intelligence, so roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier to the roll.
It's a +4, +5, isn't it? Because wait, what about my magic?
I thought it was a +4 for you.
It is +4, but I
it's
thought didn't the all-purpose tool add a +1 to my spell checks?
no. Oh, actually, hold on.
Yeah, to your spell attack rolls and the saving throws. That's weird.
Not attack. It's not an attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
It's just a check. I think the only classes that get a boost there would be Bard or Mina, Abjuration Wizards.
It says using my spell casting ability, so intelligence. Yeah, so it's just a straight +4 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
So yeah, you tried, but the aura is still holding.
Well, there goes a level 3 spell slot.
Do I have it prepped?
Mina will say, "I can try if you'd like."
Go ahead.
All right, she'll try, and she can add her proficiency because she is Abjuration Wizard. So hers would be.
Oh wait, it's 10 plus the spells level. Hang on.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's just if. Hang on.
That's the DC.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. Where's the plus sign on this keyboard? Oh. God.
I don't get to cast a spell very often, obviously.
Mina even fails.
Oh shit.
So she rolled really low. She rolled a natural 3.
Okay, definitely don't want to trigger that.
So,
Wait here for a
well,
sec.
damn. I mean, I can just fly over it, but
I can blink over it.
Xena could fly the rest of us over it.
Yeah, can I carry them?
yeah, you can
Okay.
carry people over it one at a time. Yeah, Mina will just
do that.
fly. Yeah, you just all fly over it.
Glare
Yeah.
will blink in.
Excellent.
Now what?
All right, so once you all. Yeah, so once you all enter, you see that there's a draconic inscription on the wall above the 8 doors, like going all across it, this big draconic inscription. Mina will spend some time to cast Comprehend Languages, and she will say that it says, "Speak thy master's name and enter."
While she does that, I'll get detect magic going again too.
Yeah,
Can I check for traps around the doors?
no traps on the doors that
Okay.
you can see, but it seems like each door, it says, "Speak thy master's name and enter," and each door represents a school of magic.
Great, I should have written those names down apparently.
Can I open one of the doors?
You would have to speak the person's
Oh.
name, the master. I would assume the head of that particular school.
Well,
Yeah.
we know Kadavix, right?
That's an easy one.
Avira.
And Devira. Perhaps we could try
Well,
those.
let's try it. Why not?
So yeah, I'll go stand in front of the necromancy door. I just say, "Hi, Necromancer Cadavix."
Okay. And you open the door.
Yeah.
When you open the door, you see that it's just a tunnel that leads down a ways. And as you walk down, if you walk that down the corridor, you see that there is a vortex of glowing stars that hangs in the air inside this chamber, slowly rotating on its axis. As the constellations move, they cast radiant starlight across the walls. 8 high-backed chairs, each bearing a different arcane symbol, face this starry miasma. And what do the rest of you do? So you guys watch Jeff go in there.
So can only one of us go through each door?
Yeah, the door sort of shuts behind him as he enters.
Oh, so they all converge into this one room? Okay, it makes some sense now. Gotcha.
I'll walk up to the necromancy door and say, "Hi, Necromancer Cadavix."
You open the door, and the same thing. There's a corridor that you can walk through.
I guess we all do the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you all go through the door, and you find yourself in this same room, this chamber of these glowing stars hanging in here. And you see these 8 high-backed chairs sitting at the back of the room, like around here, like on the map, like you can see them, right? These chairs. Yeah. And there's a starry field there. What do you do?
Do I see what kind of magic's coming off the starry field?
It has magic of all schools in the field. Like, every single school of magic is represented.
Is there some kind of a council room, maybe?
And each of the chairs has a different aura of magic, one for each school on each chair.
Some kind of meeting room or research room for...
Or a council room of some kind.
Mm-hmm. I wonder
I'm
what this
going to
vortex
approach one of the
is.
chairs and see if I can identify the magic on it.
Okay. You begin to identify it. Does anyone else want to do anything while he's doing that?
I like look for traps and stuff.
Okay.
Can I have my familiar just kind of like poke around at the swirly in the middle, just kind of see if it has any like actual consistency to it?
And I turn invisible too.
Okay, you turn invisible. You just want your familiar to poke around. Are you looking through the familiar to help look, or are you just having it fly through? Because the familiar can just fly through, nothing happens to it.
Okay.
It's just like a starry, like, field. There's tons of stars everywhere.
I'm gonna examine this.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just let my familiar come back if it's just flying right through it and everything.
Can I take a closer look at these chairs?
Yeah. Basically on the chairs, you just notice that each chair has a arcane symbol on it matching each of the schools. But you're not sure like what that means. Like it's you would guess with your insight that probably each head of each school sat in one of these chairs. Like whichever school the mage subscribed to or was the best at, they would sit in this chair for whatever reason. You're not sure why. And Xena, you look around, there's no traps necessarily in this room that you can see right now.
Can I walk up and poke the starry field? See if like my hand just kind of like passes through it.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
F.
F. F indeed.
Well, my intelligence is not bad.
Yeah.
You have that circle of intelligence right now.
Ooh.
Okay. You you see a strange phenomenon in the star field. You see, you know a lot about the stars, like just with, studying and reading books and looking at star maps and navigating and things like that. So, and you see one star where you don't think there's been one ever, like, on any sort of maps or diagrams that you've ever seen before. There's a star that doesn't exist anywhere else. And it's like a dark star in a position where you've never seen before. And nothing bad happens to you. But you do see that dark star.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It kind of sends a chill down your spine.
I think maybe this was a council room and they were discussing the possibility of these ancient ones and where they're from. I think maybe I just saw where they're actually from.
Glare, once your spell finishes, you think that the chair works as such. If you are a wizard and you are sort of drawn to that school of magic or study heavily that school of magic, if you sit in the chair, it will create a sort of doorway to a different area.
Oh, God.
Well, we have a Wizard of Abjuration here.
Well, I'd be happy to. And when Mina sits, she goes over to the abjuration chair and she sits down. And as she does so, a doorway, a golden, like, white doorway, like, with a golden outline, white doorway appears in the center of where that starry field is.
Okay.
There's also a few other rooms, by the way, here. Xena, as you were looking around, there's a circular room. There's a triangular room that appears to be a library. There's a set of double doors behind the chairs, and then there is another room with a spindle in it. That's a gray stone spindle that is hovering upright and rotating slowly inside of a circular chamber.
Spindle, the thing we were looking for? Or no?
I thought we were looking for the staff.
Yeah, you're looking for a staff, not the spindle.
Well,
there's also a library, and then there's a set of double doors in the back.
I guess I'll go in the library really quick before we leave.
Okay. There is... make a perception check as you enter. Mina will actually go with you into the library. Because it's a library. She's a wizard. Okay. You find in the library 2 useful items. One of them appears to be a scroll that looks very fancy, and the other one is a adamantine key. It looks the same color as that thing you found in Vincent's room, like that black tuning fork. But this is just a key with that has like the same type of color, like pure black key.
What is
Look
this?
around for where the key might fit.
You sort of look around. You do see that the double doors, like near the library, like around behind the wizard chairs, has a keyhole.
I try it.
Yeah, it opens.
What's in there?
What?
What do you do with the scroll? Do you take it, or what do you do with the scroll?
Yeah, I take it.
Okay.
Oh my God. Well, will somebody identify that scroll?
You see the locked double doors open up when you unlock it with the key, and you see that it is a balcony. When you look out, you see the entire city of Ythrin below you. So this is like, it looks like a balcony where you would go out to address the entire city.
Do I see the goddess coming or anything?
Make a perception check. You don't see the goddess coming yet.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing of note on the balcony. It's just kind of overlooking everything.
Yeah, it just sort of overlooks the entire city. It's like a pretty impressive view because you're like about 1,000 feet up.
Okay. I head back to them and I show them the scroll.
Oh God.
Well, that is very interesting.
Please tell me that's not what I think it is.
I think it is what you think it is.
Oh no.
Why? What is it?
Oh, it only summons the most dangerous, volatile beast in the entire freaking plane.
Well, we
What?
don't.
But Mina's already here.
She flips you off.
But it was in a library.
Uh-huh. On the highest tower of some of those powerful wizards in the world at the time.
Well, let's see it then. Unfurl it. Let's take a look.
Oh God. I'll take it from Xena and I'll undo it and look at it.
All right. Make an arcana. Well, you can't understand this scroll when you read it.
F. What language is it? I guess we don't know, do we?
It is a level of magic that is so far beyond what you could possibly imagine that you can't even interpret what it does.
Oh yeah, we know what it is. Though.
You would need some sort of spell.
I
Like
just
identify?
Identify doesn't even tell you. You would need a
Yeah.
higher level spell than identify to figure out what this is.
Yeah, I hand it to Mina and say, "Yep, I can't make any heads or tails of that."
Oh dear. Very well. She sort of lets out a sigh, and you watch as she pulls out her spell book, and her eyes fire up with arcane light. She says, "We might as well continue exploring," and she begins flipping the pages really fast as she's looking for a specific spell that will help her here. But yeah, you guys can continue exploring while she's doing
All right.
that.
So what was in the room on the other side of the library?
A spindle. Like there's basically this giant 10-foot tall spindle of gray stone that is hovering upright and rotating slowly in a circular chamber. All around it, the surfaces of the room's walls are cracked, as though some terrible energy once coursed through them.
Oh, I don't want to go in that room.
Yeah, I don't do either.
I already dodged one bullet in here. Not fucking tempting fate again.
Alright, the only other place to go is through the portal that Mina created when she sat on the chair. But
Okay.
before we do that, Tech, do you need to go to bed?
Yeah.
Well,
Do you?
I was gonna say I'll give it one more hour. I can just go
Okay.
in an hour late tomorrow and stay an hour late. It'll be fine.
Okay. Sounds good. Alright, so you do you enter the portal then, all of you?
Do we have to touch the fucking Milky Galaxy death place before?
No. You don't touch it. You can just sort of walk through it now. The door has sort of carved a central area out of the starry field and
Okay.
overtaken.
Yep.
part
I
of it.
guess we do then, because there's nowhere else to go.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move you all to a different area. Moment. Okay. And read through this. Anyone who arrives by this route, you appear on the room's upper level. Right here. Okay. This large chamber has lain undisturbed for centuries. On the upper level, all around you are tables covered with wizardly paraphernalia. A soft groaning sound emanates from a shadowy, door-sized rectangle along the curved northern wall. Staircases to the east and west descend to the lower part of the room, where a sunken library is situated in a 20-foot wide, 10-foot deep circular pit. A ladder running along a circular track inside this hole allows easy access to the many books and scrolls on its shelves.
I go invisible.
I need everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
Initiative.
Did I get to go invisible?
Yeah, you're invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it. Oh shit.
No. Okay.
Claire, there's a thing by you.
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
Poor Glare.
Did it go?
Uh.
It is.
fucking
It finally
shit.
went. Oh my god.
Okay.
If that thing has any initiative. Oh, why am I not on the list?
I don't know. Roll again. Fine. Or what was your roll? I can add it to
14.
it. 14. Let me add you.
It matched it, so if it has any dexterity, it beats me.
Okay. I don't know that it does. I'd be shocked if it did. Okay, let me take a look at this thing. Alright, this one's a bit confusing. Let me see how this works. Okay, so it looks kind of like this. Well, that would reveal too much. Hold on. Glare, as you sense this thing, it is like it feels like another living spell. And it is sort of inching towards you right now. But first, hold on.
But first, have players will.
Oh God.
You're scaring me.
Okay. Well, Xena, you're up first. What do you do? This
Well,
groaning,
do I see anything?
this groaning rectangle on the north wall is inching towards Glare. Yeah, it's like a groaning rectangular thing on the wall that is
Is he
like.
talking? Because I can't hear him if he is.
Can you hear
He
me?
is talking.
Hello? Hello?
Can you hear us?
I can hear
I
him.
can't hear anything he's saying.
Hello? I can hear
What's he
you.
saying?
Make sure your volume's turned up.
I don't
On
hear
your
anything.
volume on the.
Well, she can hear us. I don't think. Why can't she hear Perry all of a sudden?
Can you hear anyone?
She did.
The volume on the side of the earphones?
Hold on.
Okay.
She can't hear any of us then, eh?
I hear
Hello?
him now. I hear him now, but it just like went out. I could hear the music for the game, but not the people's voices, and then it just randomly came back.
That's
well,
weird.
The music for the game is through the browser. It's different from our Discord thing.
It must have been Discord then, I
It
guess.
must have been Discord.
I didn't hear anything you said after you said you see a rectangle on a wall, and that's all I
Yeah,
heard.
so there's this groaning, shadowy rectangle on the wall going, and it's reaching out and crawling towards Glare.
But it's a rectangle?
It's like the wall itself is like coming out and lurching towards Glare.
Towards Glare? It's right next to us?
It's right next to Glare, yeah. And
Oh.
Mina. And Mina, for that matter.
Right run pinging.
Yeah. What do you do?
I'm gonna hold my action until the thing attacks somebody.
Alright.
And then I want to go after it tries to attack.
Alright. Jeff, you're up.
I guess Arcana check or anything wouldn't be able to tell us anything about
Yeah,
it.
make an Arcana check.
Okay, cool.
Nope, you don't know anything
God
about it.
fucking damn it.
You're like, what the hell is that?
What the fuck is that thing? I just turn around and,
What's one thing? Oh, Jesus!
Okay, I'm gonna say that startled the shit out of me, and I'm gonna turn around and just Eldritch Blast it.
Do it.
It's like freaking reaction immediately.
Hey, Eldritch.
Eldritch Blast! I'm gonna get me dang old 6-shooter.
Oh my god.
13, 27. What's 27 plus 8?
35.
35. You destroy it!
What the fuck?
Alright, combat's over. The shadowy figure dissipates and scatters all along the black wall.
Can I do an Arcana check on that?
Yeah, make an Arcana check. You think that was a demiplane spell that came to life. And you think that it was perhaps trying to grab you and pull you into a different plane.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, that was almost really bad.
Yeah. Shit.
Chef.
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh.
I am glad we had all high initiative rolls.
Jesus, that would have been bad.
Yep.
You see, by the way, in this room, now that you're here, there is all sorts of cool treasure and stuff, and Mina's eyes light up as you see a staff laying on the table, as well as a spell book.
Can I
Oh.
check around while I'm invisible and use perception for like traps or things?
Yeah, you can check for traps. You don't see any traps with your perception at all, Xena. You do a thorough check. There's nothing of trap worthy here, but you do see that there is a library in the middle that you can sort of take a ladder down this library that sort of sinks down, and there's books all around in a cylinder going all the way down the library, like several feet down. It's about a 10-foot high walls of library books.
Let's start detect magic again.
Yeah, detect magic reveals a immense power coming from the staff, which is the one that you're looking for. There's also several. The book isn't magical, but it's a spell book. I mean, it has spells in it. There's also in the library below, you'll see a faint magic, but it's kind of buried deep in there. Mina's gonna grab the staff, by the way.
Fine. I'll go check out what that glowing magic thing is at the bottom of the spell thing, if it stands out that much.
Okay. First, as Mina grabs the staff, the runes on it light up with these like silver runes on this black staff. And Glare, as she does so, you watch as her eyes crackle with arcane power. And it courses through her entire body, and she like yells out, "Ah!" when she sort of like grips her hands, and she's like, "Oh, this feels good."
Oh, don't have any inclination to kill us right now, right?
Oh no, but I feel good. And the last time you swear you've seen this staff before, and then you remember like this one looks like a lot like the black staff's staff.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's just a modified. It's like slightly different than the black staff, but it looks like hers.
Huh.
Oh, good.
So yeah, Mina has that now, and she's gonna begin studying the spell book while you
Inspect the room.
inspect the room. Yeah, when you go into the library and look, you see that there is a scroll that is the thing that's radiating. You pull out another scroll.
Okay.
And it's got this fucking immense power coming from this scroll.
Oh god.
There's 2 summon Tarrasque scrolls.
Huh. Yeah.
Okay, I take it I can't identify that one either then.
No. Can't identify this one.
I need an adult.
It's
Alright, well.
been some time here.
Anything else amazing in this room that stands out besides the spell book?
You could like study this area and look around. I would say with your passive investigation, you sort of pass by Mina, and she's still got these crackling purple eyes, by the way. Just like
Keep looking over my shoulder at her.
yeah, but she's busy reading. You see that you find 4 vials of quicksilver.
Oh.
Each one you think would be worth
Hell
about
yes.
500 gold each. So 4 vials, each worth 500 gold. And you find an intricate crystal rod, unenchanted, but it could possibly be enchanted. It would take an enchantment very well, but it's worth about 1,800 gold pieces.
Okay.
And it looks like neutral chardolin, like crystal chardolin, basically staff,
It's a
rod, staff, whatever thing.
I see.
Yeah. Mina just begins like smiling wickedly as she's reading through this book. She loves it.
Stop it. Stop looking so happy.
She's like, "Oh, this is like Christmas for me." Oh, this book is badass. Anyway, cool. Oh, and you can study the books if you'd like in the library for a while to see what you could learn.
If there's nothing else shiny in here, yeah, I'd probably do that. While he's cautiously keeps glancing over at Mina.
Yeah, so you learn in this, you learn a lot about various things. There's a lot of books about the Ythrin Myathalar. You learn that, oh god, it's like a enormous crystal ball. It sheds light out for like in a 300-foot radius. Up to 8 people can attune to it at a time, but they need to be like wizards in order to make full use of it. While you're on the same plane of existence as it, you can use an action to cause it to fly in any direction you choose at a speed of 30 feet, and all matter within 500 feet of the device moves with it. You can recharge magic items with it. You can control the weather for it out to a 50-mile radius. And if you touch it, it pretty much will incinerate you.
Okay,
it does a lot of radiant damage. Lot of radiant damage.
Okay, keep your hands to yourself. Got it.
It can also be used to power spells higher than 9th level, but it depends on the wizard casting what exactly it could do. Like it is just a very powerful focus and artifact. So it has a lot of things it can do. You learn that. You also learn about the obelisk and how it can turn back time. It requires the Staff of Power to use. And you learn that there's actually a command word to deactivate the force field around the spire. And the command word is this.
Oh, thank God.
It's Olostin. Yeah. You also find all sorts of parchments of different maps and schematics detailing all the different aspects of Ythrin.
Oh, Glare will keep the schematics.
Yes. Yeah. There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I forgot
that's
to do my wand of
pretty much all you learn here.
Okay, so don't poke shiny orb. We have a spell command to get through the barrier now from now on. Mina, I hate to ask that question, but are you doing okay?
Oh, I am doing great. Absolutely great. Never been better. Thank you for asking. Sort of floats down. This book is wonderful. It will take a long time to study, but seems like our wizard demi-lich friend had quite a few wonderful spells in here, so should be useful.
Okay, well, now that that's somewhat settled, do you think you can end this bloody winter thing that's going on here?
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yes, I am certain I can end this winter right now, and I could probably trap that god of yours.
This sounds too good to be true. What's the catch?
Well, we just need to lure her near the Myathalar.
Oh, good. No, that's perfect. I have the perfect bait. We'll just hold Jeff up in front of her.
She looks at Jeff. Would
I'm
that
okay
work?
with this. I mean, I could probably piss her off.
Oh, she hates him. I can see why, if I'm being honest.
Another thing, I think we'll
She
have
likes
to.
me.
We'll have to fight a god, but if you can give me enough time, I may be able to pull something off.
I was afraid you'd say that. Okay.
Just
Define enough time.
Well, look. She's not as omnipotent as she seems. Not right now. Not after expending all this energy maintaining her spell. So, get her to the Maathalar, keep her busy, and I'm sure she'll have minions as well. Fight,
That I can handle.
and perhaps we can trap her.
Okay, well, I guess we have a plan.
I'm all for it.
I don't see any better options.
Alright, well. Let's go.
Now we have to get off this tower.
We could fly off
It's
the
the
balcony.
final countdown.
We very well could.
Alright. So,
Well, this will be a story to tell for generations to come. And I touch my
Yeah.
belly.
oh my god. And that's where we'll stop for tonight. Yay!
Oh, I want to finish so bad.
The final fight's gonna be very long, so
Is it? Oh, God.
Yeah, I imagine so.
yeah. I'm gonna just go ahead and stop recording. Thanks, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube. We're gonna do the final fight on
Thanks for
Sunday.
watching.
Yay!
Good luck, have fun, don't die.